And then we'll get to the freaky deaky shit a little bit later.
Now you should
So
you
anyway,
should do the event thing like you did before. When we had that night, we had a whole lot of people in the chat.
so do the so at well, I'm a little late. You think I ought to do the event thing now? Like,
Sure,
just
why
let them
not?
know. Yeah. All right, let me do that. But yeah, let me go into the group and set an event. Create a live event. And let me do a at everyone. All right. So anyway, look, man. So one of the things I've noticed, one of the things us men know is ladies like a man that smells good. Sheffy, how important is it that a man smell good?
I mean, it's not for me. It's not important that he smells good, but it's important that he don't stink.
Okay. But so it's not important that he wait. Hold on. Explain that. Explain that. It's not important that he smells good, but it's important that he don't.
Right.
He don't
so
stink.
I don't necessarily look for cologne and stuff. If I smell it, great. It's not a requirement, but I definitely better not smell any BO.
So you better not be so smelling good is good. Smelling good is good, but not stinking is better.
Right. Because you got some people
so
that splash on cologne like it's water. It's like the cologne smell good, sir, but not on you.
Jamel, you got any go-to colognes?
Absolutely, without question. My favorite colognes. I don't even want to put my sauce out there because then all these niggas gonna start wearing my shit. So
yeah. You don't want to. You know what? I'm one of those too. I'm one of those that I don't like to put my sauce out there. Because usually it's a combination of whatever lotion you wear, whatever cologne you got.
It's so lame because in this world today, everybody doing what everybody else doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't have a signature scent that's used to you. Like, it's weird. It's really weird.
Yes, you can. It's called body odor. I mean, that's a signature scent.
But you know what? Dig this. When I was in New Orleans, this lady had made me an oil. And it was like a really small, man, if I can go grab the thing. Oh, I think I got it right there. Hold on. Actually, I think I got it. Hold on.
Like, I notice if a man smells good, it's just not a requirement for me.
Look, so I've had this right here for years now. Because it was original. Like, she made that like in the lab, right? It was a really, really good original oil just to have. And you just put it on no matter what. It can go with any other scent that you got going on. Really original. But anyway, we got a brother that's educating us on how to put on cologne. Fellas, if you watching this live stream right now, this is the way you do your shit. This is the way you do your shit. This is what the ladies want right here.
Oh, Father God.
Then
this is what the ladies want. This is what the ladies want. Sheffy says she want that.
No, sir.
Sheffy says she need that in her life. Before you pull up.
You want to get everything too.
Get everything.
Then after that, 4.
What's left?
Oh, shit.
They're like some Draco Noir.
That's
the stuff they got Michael Scott for his birthday, didn't they?
For one.
Baby,
listen, my man just broke it down. That's exactly the way you do it. She gonna know you've been there. If nothing else, she gonna know you've been around.
He might as well. I'm sure.
I bet you he didn't wash his ass prior either.
Right? Like, my God, that was a lot. I'm triggered.
So I've been around people, real talk. I've been around men and women that you smell them when they enter the room from across the room. And it's so like, I don't think you should smell a person from way across the room. I think you need to be in like within an arm's length, maybe. And I can kind of see that this person got a little something on. But when they got the whole room lit, that's, to me, for me personally, a whole room lit is when it's bad. I don't like that. I don't like when a woman has a whole room lit. So I don't imagine that women like when the dude got the whole room lit. Like it's different when you're in a grocery store, you pass a person on the grocery aisle and y'all come within proximity and it's like, okay, boom. But if you're at the end of the aisle and they at the end of the aisle and you can still smell, you can smell that. I think that's a bit much. I mean, Buddy might be hiding some sort of infection. He covering something up with that smell. He trying to get off. It's like drug sniffing dogs is coming around and he trying to throw them off or something. Like Buddy must be hiding the key. Something. He gonna give somebody bacterial vaginosis with the way that rub off on one of y'all cooters. Y'all cooters gonna turn into a whole mushroom out there. It's gonna just gonna break all the way out. Yeah, homeboy wilding. Yeah, I thought that was a good little funny one, man. I thought it was ridiculous as hell. I'm pretty sure my mans don't actually think that that's the way to go about business. I would absolutely.
I'm pretty sure somebody taught him.
Anyway, so you sure somebody?
Yeah,
taught
somebody
him?
taught him that.
But yeah, see, I don't ever remember spraying. Like I've never, you don't do no more than about 2 squirt. Boom, boom.
Only 2? That's not enough.
Not even, no. So me personally, I ain't speaking for nobody else, but I stick to where my pheromones themselves are produced in the middle of my elbows, on the inside of my elbows, excuse me, behind my ears, on my neck. And that's it. I don't put it nowhere else. And that'd be enough for me. I'm not spritzing across my whole body. That's crazy.
But I thought those are the places women supposed to apply.
That's where you're supposed to apply it, period, because that's where your literal pheromones come from. Like literally.
So here's my thing. I think it depends on the strength of the scent that you have. Mm-hmm. Certain things you don't need nothing but one spray, boom, and walk through the mist, and you should be good. Other ones you might need to dab on a little bit more here. There, I think it depends.
I'm sorry, were we talking about walk into some expensive shit? Or are we talking about cheap shit? Because the cheap shit you got to spritz like it's air freshener.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I've overused cologne as a young man, like as a young teenager, overdid it. And then my grandpa, somebody would pull me, hey boy, you went in there and took a shower in that shit or something? Hey, no, you did too much. You need to change that shirt. And don't put nothing else on after you do that. Just change your shirt and you good because you got it on you already. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. So I mean, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Anyway, my next idiotic video, I gotta have a couple of idiotic videos. There's a dude who decided that he was going to steal money from his employer. I think Hold on, let me see. He stole some money from his employer. And my question is like, and then he flexed on social media. Let me.
Tonight, a former Charlotte bank employee facing federal charges accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from his job. And prosecutors say the evidence is all over social media. Photo after photo of the suspect with stacks of cash. New tonight, NBC Charlotte's Brianna Harper now has all the details from the FBI.
Being a Wells Fargo employee, the suspect had plenty of access to cash, and prosecutors say when he stole the money from the bank, he would quickly make his way to the ATM to make a deposit into his own account. One look at a Facebook page or Instagram profile, and you'd think he was living large. Multiple photos posted of him flaunting stacks of cash, but federal investigators say it's likely most of this money was stolen. FBI agents say during at least 18 different occasions this year, he stole cash from the Wells Fargo bank where he worked. He's also accused of destroying documents and making false entries in the bank's books to cover up the crime. Over time, investigators say he managed to steal more than $88,000 in cash. Money we're told he then used for personal expenses and even put a large cash down payment on a brand new Mercedes-Benz.
Tonight.
When
Idiots.
First of all, what is there? Describe the type of person that would work at a bank and think they're going to get away with stealing from it. Explain that brain.
Honestly, I don't even think he's dumb for trying to steal from the bank he work at. This stupid motherfucker tried to steal from the bank he work at and put it in his account with the same fucking bank.
Like, do we need to start having there go Frank on here. Do we need to start having some sort of personality, mental test when you get jobs, when people get hired?
Bro,
Frank, I don't know
no
if you've seen
bullshit.
that video.
I hate to say this, and I be sounding mad mean when I say this shit, bro. But I really think we have, and forgive me, I'm not the politically correct type, so forgive me when I say this. I think we have retards walking among us, bro. Like, I really think everybody that was in special ed in school,
No, for
like,
real.
just out here.
Yo, real talk. Okay, think about this. When we was in school, there was a bus or a classroom. Nowadays, with adults, ain't no buses or classroom. These motherfuckers just out here, boy. They just out here living.
Bro, you could be whole arguing with a special ed person and not even know.
Yo, hey Frank, did you see the video we played?
Nah.
I'm gonna run it back real quick. It's only a minute, but explain your boy. This is definitely somebody off of Hooper Street. Watch this video right here.
Tonight, a former Charlotte bank employee facing federal charges accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from his job. And prosecutors say the evidence is all over social media. Photo after photo of the suspect with stacks of cash. New tonight, NBC Charlotte's Brianna Harper now has all the details from the FBI.
Being a Wells Fargo employee, the suspect had plenty of access to cash, and prosecutors say when he stole the money from the bank, he would quickly make his way to the ATM to make a deposit into his own account. One look at a Facebook page or Instagram profile, and you'd think he was living large. Multiple photos posted of him flaunting stacks of cash, but federal investigators say it's likely most of this money was stolen. FBI agents say during at least 18 different occasions this year, he stole cash from the Wells Fargo bank where he worked. He's also accused of destroying documents and making false entries in the bank's books to cover up the crime. Over time, investigators say he managed to steal more than $88,000 in cash. Money we're told he then used for personal expenses and even put a large cash down payment on a brand new Mercedes-Benz.
Tonight.
Frank, explain the mindset. Like, explain the brain behind that.
That's the problem. It ain't no brains behind it. Absolutely none. They need to get that nigga 88 years. For being so stupid.
for just being dumb, you should be prosecuted just on, look, this is so idiotic, we're going to punish you for being stupid more than anything else.
That nigga acting like the money was given to him.
The nigga
Like, did you
walked.
think
Here's
that
what
was
they saying
free?
though. He left out his job and went to the ATM of the exact same fucking bank and deposited the money into his personal account with the bank that he was robbing.
That's what I'm talking about. What did he care? Was it just bold? Was it just bold? Because did
No,
he even
it's
care?
got to be
Because he
stupid
could.
because he did try to falsify records, but it's
Right.
like the banking system has been around longer than you've been alive, sir. They've already figured this out.
They've been
I'm
fraud.
surprised he got
And I
up
was
to
thinking that, Chef.
88,000.
Hold on, and I was thinking that too, Chef. They've been defrauded, scammed so long, and there's people that have got over like in the past. Like I know if y'all remember the movie Catch Me If You Can, like Homeboy was cooking the banks before the banks knew how to really catch on to anything, right? And so nowadays it's getting more and more, even digital scamming, you know, and Chef, you know, we've talked about that before. Digital scamming is now getting to the point where that's getting more and more difficult to do.
Right.
He physically took cash and physically deposited cash and did not think they was gonna catch him. I think they let him run that money up just so they could hit him with enough time to where it would be something.
I mean, sir, they got cameras all over the place. Cameras you know about, cameras you don't know about. The money, in a lot of cases, serial numbers are traceable. The bank knows exactly what serial numbers have come in and what has gone out. So when you go deposit it into your account, them serial numbers come in attached to your account. And you went on social media with it.
For what?
Had a money phone, had a money phone, a money blanket, a money pallet, a money carpet. Homeboy was just doing it big.
Like, and that is for what?
For the women, for the ladies. That's what it's for.
No, it's not for the ladies. Let me tell you, people.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm gonna
It's
tell
for the
you
niggas.
exactly who
Look
it's
at that.
for.
Look at that.
No, I'm gonna tell you. You know who does stuff like that? Men do that for other men. They don't do that
I
for
agree.
the women.
I
They do
agree.
it for other men.
I agree.
Speak on it, Chef. Go ahead, preach. Give us a sermon on that real quick. Me, because I believe you. I know some niggas that
these
do it.
younger guys, especially, they flex to be seen as something bigger for their boys. The women gonna come regardless. If you cute and you can do a little something in bed, you can get a woman. Every woman ain't looking for you to pay her bills, but they looking for that. Boy, you balling out here, man. I see you, King. I see you. What you doing? Put your boy on. They looking for that. That's more
You know, I'm
important.
inclined to agree. I'm starting to think most of these niggas be.
Me too. I agree too.
I'm starting to think most of these niggas do that with women that they bag up too. Like they be getting women just to. It's weird, bro. I don't know how niggas think.
I agree.
It's weird, bro.
Rick Ross talked about it. He was like, you know, it used to be a time where you see a guy trying to be around a bunch of women, but he's like, now you see guys trying to be around a bunch of dudes. They trying to impress other dudes, and it's weird.
You know, there was a dude I was in a Facebook group with who constantly spoke about money, this, that, and the third. And weirdly enough, when he would invite dudes to hang out, he was always on some, I got everybody. Don't nobody bring no money. Nobody worry about nothing. I got it. I got y'all. Y'all with me. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, no, I got me. I don't know you like that, bro. And I pay my way. Like in any event, at any time in my life where I've made sure any of my partners got taken care of is because when I said, hey, bro, I want to do X, Y, Z, and my partner said, hey, bro, I ain't got it this weekend. Real talk. I mean, me and Frank, we've talked about it before. You know, as young dudes, when we was broke and trying to double date, you know what I'm saying? You slide to 20 or 40, you slide it like a jail shank. Hey, man, get me till I get paid. You know, all right, bro. It wasn't nothing to flex. It wasn't me. It wasn't to be like, I got everybody. I got me. I got my girl, I got my boy, and I got his girl. That was not the flex. Now I'm gonna slide my man that money so she think he on like I'm on and we good.
Right.
But nowadays, you're right. Dudes want to impress the dudes. I don't.
Bro, these niggas have something going on now in Texas. I don't know if they got it down in Georgia, where these motherfuckers is in the club spilling bottles and competing with each other. It is the most dumbest thing.
That. You know who started that? I think Gilbert Arenas was talking about how they was talking about that, where they would have a competition to where they would pop bottles and just dump them. pop bottles and dump them. Who can dump the most bottles and waste the most alcohol? Like, as a way to flex and show you got more money than everybody else. That's what y'all doing?
Weirdos.
Super weird.
Weirdos. I'm
and
drinking my liquor.
Who you telling? And I'm drinking my liquor, whether it's cheap or whether it's expensive.
Right?
Y'all ain't finna get in on it.
Get me some Popeye, some Grey Goose. Well, I don't drink vodka like that. But either way, I don't know. I talk when I'm in class. I've talked several times about how social media has people just focused on impressing people who don't even care about them. Like, this is important,
right?
And it's mental illness to me.
It gotta be. It should be classified as a mental illness.
Maybe we just old folks and we hating. That's what it is. We a bunch of old folks. We have a whole bunch of 80s babies and we some haters. That's what it is. Us late 70s.
Oh, you act like our generation ain't doing it too.
That it is something from our generation that's doing it.
Bro, how old do you think this nigga right here holding this money up to his ear is? He look like he about 20. What the fuck you talking? That nigga easily about 45.
I don't know if he's that old, but he close.
He look up there. He don't look like no youngster.
He about 38, 39.
And Angela, you on there? Can you hear us? I thought she tapped it. Okay, anyway, so I'm a slide. I'm
sorry, I'm here, my love. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna slide into our next. This is gonna be y'all. I hope y'all ready for this one. This is the one that got Jamel. You know, the topic that got Jamel to hurry up, and he beat all y'all in here tonight because he read this particular topic, and I know he was just like, yeah, I got to get in here. So we have a sister.
Don't you lie on me.
we have a sister, and I came across a video, and she is teaching women or educating women on swallowing. And when I saw the video,
Lord,
and I heard
wait, what? This was on the list?
Yeah,
I didn't know this was on the list.
You knew this was on the list.
What we talking about? This is crazy.
You nasty son.
You want to get swallowed up.
Swallowed.
Swallowed up.
Hey, I should have had that as the interest to this damn video. Anyway, when I saw the video, I was wondering, y'all got to see it, but I'm thinking, should men also listen? And what I'm saying, men listen, I ain't saying so y'all can learn how to be on the TD Jakes train. I'm just saying, woman is dropping some information in here for women, but men need to kind of pay attention to this too, because she speaks about hygiene, so on and so forth. So anyway, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and let the video rip. And the ladies, y'all definitely better, y'all better take over on this one. This should be in y'all's wheelhouse above all others. If
absolutely.
Now, learning how to swallow
listen
at the end of
absolutely
good head is an interesting topic, right? For some women, the thought is terrifying, while others, just find the idea both erotic and fun. So in this video, I will teach you 5 easy steps on how to swallow cum with so much ease. Are you ready? Great. My name is Jane Lawrence, and I come with a lot of juicy content. Now, one of the main psychological reasons why your man may want you to, put your lips around his pistol and swallow his load after coming is that it's both an erotic and submissive gesture. And let's be honest here, a lot of guys like to take the dominant role while making love with you or making love to you. In fact, a study found out that 72.1% of women fantasized about giving their man fellatio, and 4.3% of women fantasized about a man ejaculating on them. So based on this, you could probably see how swallowing his load is an entirely normal fantasy to have. And in case you're wondering if eating or swallowing his cum is safe, you will be glad to know that as long as both of you and your man, are healthy and disease-free, STI-free, STD-free, then it is perfectly safe. In fact, it's not only safe, it even has health benefits that I will talk about in my next video, or maybe in this video.
You never can tell. Now, first step to having a good time swallowing his cum is making sure that he eats a lot of fruits 1 hour before you go down on him. Before we dive into the fundamentals and advanced techniques for swallowing your man's load, I am just going to start with something that is essential to ensuring that you have a great time doing what you're doing, which is first knowing what cum tastes like and how your man can improve the taste to make it much more better for you. Now, your man's cum will usually taste a little bitter and salty, but it doesn't have to taste awful. Now, the taste of your man's cum depends on a lot of what he has just eaten, because the truth is many women have found that if their men have eaten something like asparagus or anything greasy, it will taste a lot nastier than usual. But if your man has been drinking a lot of fruit juice or eating a lot of sweet fruit a few hours before you go down on him, it will taste quite better. It will taste quite sweet, and it will make it much more easier to swallow. Number 2, I am going to teach you the basics on how to swallow his load, because I believe swallowing your man's load should be relatively easy for every woman.
Now, hold on, let me pause. That part is where I'm thinking, should men pay attention? Because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of men out there that have this fantasy, and all you eat is hot Cheetos and wings, and you drink beer, and you smoke blacks, you know what I'm saying? And you drink a pint of Hennessy every 2 days, and you tell someone, oh, you don't swallow, man. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Why you nigga, you taste like shit. That's basically what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, ladies, could y'all speak to that? You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be on the receiving end of such things, but you know what I'm saying? On the flip side, I think this is something that men should be paying attention to as well.
Well, absolutely. So Manuel, we teach blowjob classes. So I teach them.
I did not know that.
So hold on, quick question. Is there a scholarship? Because I can know a couple of people that I would love to fund. I'd love to fund their attendance to this institution if possible.
Oh goodness. Yeah, we do. Yeah, I have one coming for Valentine's Day. It's almost full. It's always sells out.
Do you have about 4 or 5 seats?
We take 20 girls. We actually had custom penis holders made. My maintenance guy made them for me.
My God.
Goodness, you are doing a community service. You are out. You need the Nobel Peace Prize. We need to put your address. Give me your address so we can put it in the chat so people can send you something. Like, this is what we talk about, community service. Anyway, go ahead and get back into your thing, Angela. Talk about the thing.
No, I just think that it's funny listening to her talk because we don't talk that proper. We're talking about sucking dick, but but when we're in class, it depends on my crowd. Like if they're like, we trying to set some dick, I'm like, okay, we're gonna set some dick then, but they're like penis or cock, then I'll just kind of go with what they say. But we're a little more relaxed, but I understand why she's trying to keep it more clinical sounding, for lack of a better word. But yeah, no, so we teach women, and this is just our take on it. So number 1, we try to get women to understand how it can turn them on, so they can be more enthusiastic about doing it, because most women don't like doing it, first and foremost. My
God.
So, but they don't like doing it because they don't think about how they can get pleasure out of it.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. It is a mutual act. Amen.
Right. So we always go into the fact that we have to change people's mindset. It's like, his dick is hard for
a renewing of the mind. Yes, Lord. Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes, his dick is hard for you. So
we here to get swallowed up.
Yeah, so that's a be proud that like you're arousing him so much, and like that's a compliment to you. So that should get you off. But it does help if we tell women, like, if they don't like the smell, like do a shower together first. It's all about tact. So instead of saying, oh, you stink, and some people are just going to say that, but if you were trying to keep the mood nice, then maybe come at it at a different angle versus like, oh, you stink, like, oh, let's take a shower together and then we can do these things. That way it doesn't like hurt their feelings and stuff like that. But we don't promote that swallowing is the be all end all. That's not the. Some people just don't like the texture. Like, you know, some people don't like eggplant. Some people don't like whatever it may be. It's you know, it's cool. You can always spit it back out and stuff like that. But the bottom
Yes, we
line,
have options. There are options.
there's options. Yeah, the main thing is that is it giving both of you pleasure? That's the end game. So, and then we teach people the hand techniques, the mouth techniques. You know, we teach people how to put if you're not in a committed relationship, how to put a condom on with your mouth.
My God.
Whoa,
My God.
blasphemy.
So,
Yeah,
sister,
like,
can you do me a favor, sister? Tell the people how to reach you.
I'll drop it in the chat. It's just Pilates. We're based out of Atlanta. We also do private lessons, and we also have an online course for how to suck. Or I'm sorry, blowjob 101. Let me call it.
Wait, hold on, wait, back up. Listen, man. I mean, listen. I think I one time, maybe two, head with a rubber on just seems so disrespectful. And here's why I say so.
Not when you put lube inside of it.
That's a different idea. Well, never mind. You know, that's a whole different. Listen, look at her educating. Look at her educating the masses. Look.
I appreciate the aspects of health and safety, but this is why I don't do casual sex, because I refuse. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, I've had some married people use the condoms because they like the sensation of the lube being inside and then the condom going up and down. So that's about adding a different sensation in case you're used to a certain sensation. Sometimes that can help. And then we also use flavored lubes for women to like.
Look at the freaky grin on Sheffy's face. Look at the.
It's just
it's not. Listen. At all.
Zoom in on her face. Zoom in on her spot. Zoom in on her screen specifically.
Oh wait, what did you say, Sheffy? What did you say?
I promise you, it's not what you think it is, because this is an act. It's not that I don't know how to do it. That's not the problem, because it's not a problem for me. It's that other things are requested much more. So I don't get as much opportunity as I might have liked.
Okay.
Because it's, you know, the other Regina.
No, we don't know. Please bless us with the sermon of exactly what it is we do not know, Sister Sheffy, if you don't mind.
You know, pretty much bodies that have been in my past still talk about how great it was. So
okay, I see Chef trying to not be so. She's trying to keep a little bit. You know, I see what she's doing there. Anyway, so I want to play some more of the video. But one of the things that I did see that was very vital that the sister in the video pointed out is what we as men consume make the difference in the world. And look, I can be straight up. When she said asparagus, I'm not even playing with you. I am a asparagus lover, right? You cannot expect, like, terrible. If you surprise a woman with the taste of asparagus, she gonna know. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, what it like.
That's why you don't. That's why you don't always have to swallow. Like, that's not the
right.
The end game is to get him to come, to make him feel like a king, and to make him feel he's the only thing. And he's, you know,
my God.
Because once you know that you have the power, that's a fucking turn on.
Wow.
You got the glow.
I'm sorry, could you spell that for me? What is it? What am I trying to follow? You said it's what's the name of it again? Let me try to find it now while we're here.
I'm just saying that, you know, that shouldn't. I hate when people focus just on, oh, do you swallow? Like you get brownie points because you swallow. Like, no, you get brownie points if you're doing it more when you like, because you like it. And then you want
doing it right, yeah.
And then you want to please when you want to please your person. And there's so many hand and mouth techniques that you can do to really like take a man over the edge. That the whole stuff coming in the mouth is an afterthought. Like, there's so many.
Yeah, the idea of swallowing is cool. I'm be honest with you, but for me, it's more so if you enjoy doing what it is you're doing, then I'm gonna go ahead and that's gonna really push me over the edge. Like, if I can see that you enjoying it, I'm gonna lose my shit.
And that's what we tell everybody. That's the first thing we tell everybody in class. The number one best tip for a blowjob is enthusiasm.
Like, dang, you just having a good old time down there, ain't you, girl? Well, God damn.
Yeah,
you know
enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I love giving head. I love it. It is great. Everybody that teaches for me, we love giving head, and then we convert people to like giving head. They just gotta change their
Melodies
mindset.
from heaven.
They gotta change their mindset. They gotta change their mindset when it comes to it. Like, you got the power. Like, they're like really into you. They want your mouth on their penis, and you can use like tiramisu, like flavored lube that tastes amazing on their penis and all that kind of stuff. There's other ways to get around besides just coming in your mouth. It's just not the end. I'm
into the roof of your mouth.
Most men, in my opinion, they just want you to attempt to do it instead of just anniversaries, birthdays, and Christmas. The ABCs of the relationship. If you can just do it like, more and like use it as foreplay, they're going to be happy.
I think a lot of women don't do the things that they know are pleasing to men because they don't want to be expected to actually do it on a regular basis. And of course, that always takes me back to the number one reason women are not giving sex to their husbands or boyfriends. They don't like that man. And that's what it boils down to. They don't like him. They love him.
I think also sometimes for men, they don't return the favor sometimes or take, like we don't see classes for men on how to give better head. And most people, and a lot of men could like take some lesbian court or whatever. They need to do something because that's where it's like faulty. So when women don't want to typically do it, when they feel that they're not getting emotional back in return, number one, we got to talk about emotional. That's important for women. We're not gonna suck your dick if we got other problems going on in the relationship. It's just that can throw us off. But if they don't feel like the guy's returning the favor, when he gives head to her, that it can seem unbalanced, and then they get resentful, and then they don't.
I watched something on that, but you can try that. You can do this on social media any day of the week. You, as a woman, can give actual factual information about what women like and what women don't like, or even specifically for herself. A woman can specifically make a post saying, I don't like X, Y, and Z. And you will absolutely, you can set your clock to it. You'll get 30, 40 to 100 men saying, oh, you just ain't had it done right.
These niggas swear up and down they the fucking Messiah and they don't even know what the fuck they do.
The woman can say specifically what she. Anyway, I want to get back to the video because I can go off on a tangent. But y'all let me know the pause when y'all want to jump in on the video.
All right, then pause. We were enjoying this part. Why we moving?
Then when he's finished orgasming, just swallow it. Of course, this becomes a lot more easier if you just wash it down with a glass of water or something like a fruit juice or soda, just to mask the taste, right? Now, because his sperm and semen are quite sticky in nature or texture, you will find that allowing him to ejaculate into the back of your throat is best, since it allows you more easily to swallow it. It also means you don't have to worry about the taste. You don't need to worry about it hitting your taste bud, especially if he targets the back of your throat when he's about to come. Now, I'm sure if you are swallowing your man's cum, you both have verified his health status. Because I'm about to give you a health warning. You have to verify your status with him, all right? I only advise swallowing your man's load if he is entirely free of STIs or STDs, as his semen can transport infections like hepatitis and HPV or HIV. So don't go swallowing your death. That's why I admonish that you do this in marriage or with an exclusive partner, because 5 minutes of pleasure is not really worth the risk at all. Okay, so now that we've covered that,
real quick. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, but she just covered what I was about to point out, because I was gonna ask, why would you be doing that with just anybody, and why would you be doing that with somebody that you have to ask for a health card to make sure that they're clear? Like that seems like something that should be a privilege. You know what I mean? Like that shouldn't be casual.
Facts.
Well, I mean, there are people who are in polygamous relationships. There are swingers. There are all kind of people that do other things that they might not be like swingers, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just you're just
Well,
you
they
probably,
nasty anyway.
I mean, you are the company you keep. So if you don't associate with people who are swingers and stuff like that, then you probably be like, well, why the hell would I even be doing this with someone I didn't even know? But I understand, like, I can't do it with someone that I'm not committed to either. But everybody's not. Everybody's not built the same.
Even when I'm swinging, I don't even swing with people I don't know. Like if I don't know you, I ain't swinging. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I don't do the casual things. So for me, like kind of like what Frank was saying, like that shit just it's a privilege more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I agree, but because I teach it to people and everybody has different relationship styles.
Different way, right.
Yeah, I always have to say, well, if you're going to use a condom, it's best to get tested. I was the RN.
Right. Right.
Man, look. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I'm gonna keep it. I was in Boston, and there was a young lady I worked with, and she was wild. I mean, extremely wild. And she might have been at this time, she might have been about 22. And back when I was in Boston, I was on a ship and we would go out of the country. And military people that travel together, they party together, they do a lot of shit together, real talk. And so I just remember her name being like, her name was coming out of every dude. Every dude had an experience with this woman. And I just asked her one day, and I'm like, yo, you don't feel some way about like all these dudes that had access to you on just about every level? And she just told me straight up, like she said, look, I only joined the military so my parents wouldn't put me out. She was like, my parents have money. I didn't want to go to college, so I had to do something. She was like, if I could have it my way, I would stay home. I would do drugs, party, and just have sex with whoever I want, whenever I want it. So she was like, so it's nothing for me to wake up from a night out having a good time to roll over next to the dude that's next to me, whoever the dude is, and they just get into it. And I'm like, so what about protection? And she said clearly to me, sometimes we use it, sometimes we don't. She's like, but I've been tested. I don't have any diseases, so I feel okay. Like some people, that crazy fringe risque lifestyle is what turns them on. Now they're spinning the barrel. They indeed are. But I think similar to swinging or lifestylers, some of them go into spaces and places with people that are into the same thing, and they just throw caution into the wind. So yeah, a woman is randomly sucking a dude off that she's never seen the day before and won't see the day after, and she might very well end up swallowing, and her husband might be there along with him, and he might be into it. Like it's we understand, like sex is this weird thing, man, and it gets more and more and more strange the deeper you go down that rabbit hole.
I think it's more primal than anything. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because a lot of it tends to delve into the spaces of, I hate to really position it this way, I really do, but there's really there's no better phrase for me to give it to you this way. But a lot of it feels forbidden. Like I shouldn't do this, and that's what makes this shit that much. That more makes exciting.
It that much more.
You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So there's this primal aspect
fruit is the
to
sweetest
it.
fruit.
Oh yeah, the best kind of pussy, the best kind of pussy you're not supposed to be having. Like we not supposed to be doing this.
I know y'all remember that episode of Martin when he was kissing the teacher and Gina, and he was trying to kiss him but wasn't kissing him. He was so, it was an act, but that's kind of how it is. You know what I'm saying? And we know Pastor Frank gonna say he was. Nah, man, I was never. Man, never me, man. I was never,
it was just me and my queen. We was out here praying.
I get it. But I'm saying, Sam, on another end of the spectrum, there's some wild motherfuckers. I consider myself to have been a wild motherfucker at times. But I know people.
So you only gave head to people that you were in a committed relationship?
Who?
Everybody. Like everybody is on here. You've only given head.
I myself, yes. I've never eaten a pussy that didn't belong to me, ever.
Yeah.
No, not for me.
For the sake of being on social media and people that are watching this, I have only ever I have only ever done it to somebody that I was absolutely committed to, and never would I have ever considered some random stranger. Never.
So for me,
Ever.
it's weird. It's weird, right? The reason why I don't do it casually, as far as perform oral, is because it scares me that I mess around and you know what I'm saying, be according to the Jamaicans, yamming it. You understand what I'm saying? And then she done had another dude slide off, and he done shot the club up. I'm gonna be hurt, bro.
Oh man,
I'm gonna be hurt, bro.
I mean, but I've given the head to people that I'm not like in a committed relationship to, especially when I was younger. I just used a condom, but they didn't come in my mouth. That's different. But the reason why I got good at head is because I was always trying to avoid sex.
Yes. Please share us. Please share.
So wait.
Don't forget this was when I was younger and I did not want to get pregnant. So I was like, I'd rather just give head.
My God, hey man.
Hold on. Wait. Pause. I want to tap into something real quick that Angela's saying. So look, I remember distinctly, Sam, Frank, you know what school we went to. That school was a predominantly white school when we went there. I overheard, I came to understand that those girls would allow access to other regions of their body except for the one that would get them pregnant. Now,
man, I knew a girl that would only let a nigga hit in the booty for that, boy.
That's it. Now,
I'm not doing that. No.
Now, I'm going to spin it forward. I knew a sister that said exactly something similar to Angela, but she was saying, hey, I would give head because I could get a dude off quicker and basically avoid any intercourse. He's good. I'm glad that he's good. No pressure on me. I'm out the door and he's feeling great about life, knowing that I wasn't finna get, you know what I'm saying? So it sounds like you're a strategist. Angela, you're a head strategist.
I am a head strategist. I can make a guy come very fast.
Do you
Not a lot, but
so you weaponize fellatio. You are proud to you're a terrorist. That's basically
bro. It's honestly, it's a lot of women just like her that get off on bringing niggas to their knees. They get off on that shit.
I love it. I get off on that. Yes, I absolutely do. I'm a Leo. Yes, I
can't. Them types. Them types dangerous. They're the types that have you paying their rent 4 or 5 months in advance.
Oh no, I haven't got nobody pay my rent, but I've never asked. but I try to get women to understand their power so they can enjoy it better. That's the whole thing. We're trying to get women.
Please take this message to the masses.
And the women that do come to me, I mean, everybody that comes to me is typically in an established relationship, though. Whether it's poly, whether it's monogamous, whatever it may be, they're really there to help please their mate better. Like that's 99.9% of people that come to our classes are doing that. So, but they dislike it. They don't always like it. So we're trying to get them to find ways to like it and to see the power in it versus seeing it as a chore.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna play some more of this here video because this woman is talking that talk. This is a good one. This is a really good one. We need more head video.
Covered that easy basic technique to swallowing his semen when you're giving him head. Let's now move on to the more advanced technique, which is number 3 step. Play around with it. You know, after he ejaculates in your mouth, instead of immediately swallowing it, keep it in your mouth. All right, just keep it in your mouth. You can then open your mouth to show him his load before swallowing it, or you could just swirl it around your mouth with your tongue so it looks like you're savoring the taste before gulping it down. So and make sure that you give that sexy eye contact that I tell you about while playing with his load in your mouth with your tongue doing the work, like so. Do you get what I mean? So if you want to be a lot kinkier, you can even open your mouth and use your finger to play with it. Because it is so sticky, you could actually easily grab it with your finger and then let it slowly drip back into your mouth.
Emmanuel.
No, it's not too much. What are you talking about? Hey, man.
Pause that. Manuel, pause that. No, pause that. I got a question for you, Manuel, for real.
You know, Frank said that's too much. Frank said
I got a question
he would pass out.
Listen, I talk crazy in the bedroom, so I likely, if I saw a woman do it, I'd be like, you nasty little bitch. But I need a favor. Can you send me the link to this shit, please?
Yeah, man. I'll send you the link. Yo, listen. So what she talked about, she said a little kinkier. So there's always levels, right? Man, there's levels to something that somebody would perceive to be gross. But see, here's the flip side of it. As the man, that's your woman, and it's your ejaculate. So what goes into my brain is like, damn, it's like that. You into you into me like damn for me.
Yeah,
for
in my
me?
mind, like, oh, I taste that good. Show off
Like,
then.
damn,
Show
girl.
off.
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, men are visual, so they really like seeing stuff like that. So, like something that we tell our students to do when they come is like put on a really nice red lipstick and leave your lip print on his dick. Some people will not wash that shit off because they want to like
Shit.
look at it. They're like, I'm gonna look at this. I'm like, okay, you do that.
That's true. That's true. I'm the type of nigga after I
Yeah.
hit, I wear her for a whole day. Like,
Yeah,
Ma, you
like
ain't take a shower
everybody-
yet?
Yeah, everybody's kinks.
Yeah. Ain't no
everybody's
showering.
kinks
Yeah, ain't no
are-
showering.
Yeah, everybody's kinks are different, but it's all about just keeping it spicy, and just doing different things. Like there's like 30 positions to give head.
This whole conversation
Excuse
makes
me?
me feel like a virgin.
Wait, no. Excuse me.
You're
You said
not
30
spicy.
positions?
Be quiet.
Hold on, pause. Time out. This whole conversation make you feel like
Yes, because
bullshit.
it's just not something I have a whole lot of experience with, and it's not for the not wanting to try or anything like that. It's never been that. It's just been they want the other.
Yeah. No.
And
You know what,
I'm like, but what about other stuff?
Well,
and they
some
like,
men,
nah,
some men,
let's
some
go.
men just
And
don't. Some men just don't get off on head. Some men, it's like annoying.
yeah,
Right.
most of the guys I've dated, they don't. Like literally 90%.
It's
Man,
not a big
look,
deal for
man,
me.
look.
Most of the guys I've dated is like that. They're like, nah, it ain't that big of a deal.
See, I don't want to put too much of my personal business out there, but I refer to it as cheating. I refer to head as cheating. Like so if it's foreplay and my old lady says, I'm finna go there before I'm like, no, you cheating. I'm like, so now how I'm gonna last doing anything else? You done already revved up the engine. Now what I'm supposed to do? You need to give me another 30 minutes to calm
Mama,
down.
I got a trick to tell you, G. I got a trick to tell you. No, I got a trick to tell you.
That's why you give head. You have the woman give head as well to you when she's on her cycle. That's a way to please your man when you don't want someone in the other hole.
Oh, I mean that's always
Yeah.
You got towels.
But
I mean, some people are just not into having sex on their period or they're uncomfortable, but they might.
But no, what I'm saying is, I've always
Yeah, that ain't a bug.
I would say, as far as those that do or don't get off on it, I think it's a matter of, for men, it's really truly a matter of somebody knowing what the fuck they're doing, because our erogenous zones are so simple compared to women's that I don't know. I don't suck dick, so I can't tell you how simple it is and how or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, look, if you could just do that, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't seem like it's very difficult, you know what I'm saying? But there are those that I've experienced, those that did not know what they were doing, and I'm like, okay, stop. Like, don't do that.
I've definitely been told, with the men I have done it with, that they didn't like it until I did it.
See, that's what I'm saying. So there are experiences where
it's enthusiasm. It's enthusiasm. Yeah. If you make it seem like a chore, guys are not going to like it. But if you're like, you get on your knees and get a pillow and put some good music on, that's going to be a whole different vibe.
I'm telling you, as long as if I can see that you actually like the way that shit feel in your grill, you likely get the shit slapped out you. Like, what are you doing to me, girl? What's wrong with you?
Why is that like a violent reaction? Right.
Hold on, wait, whoa. Y'all don't slap. Y'all don't slap. Hold on, for real. Y'all don't slap when y'all getting it done, bro?
It's been a while.
You said slap. What did you say? I'm sorry.
Bro,
I'm talking to the fellas. Like, y'all don't slap when y'all do y'all thing?
Slap.
You mean like slap the ass?
No, slap the woman in her face.
Oh, like hard?
Now,
Or you mean like
So
grab
certain women, for example, most of the women that I've been with,
Now,
they tend to have praise kinks and they like aggression. I was very heavy in the BDSM community. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I was gonna
So
say because
yeah. Those types. There are those types that like to be those types. You know, so those types of women. No, I've never been with such a woman that would like to be slapped in the face or anything. No, absolutely have not.
I
Nope.
was like, no.
Nope. I have not. Don't know what they want. Crazy women. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna play a little bit more video. I'm gonna play a little bit more, but I do like the woman. The woman is talking about the king. You know, the one playing with it in her mouth, going crazy. Hey man, that shit's hot, man. Hey, get with it. Get to it. Show me you like it.
It's nasty, but I'm sure you're dealing with a nasty man. Now, another kinky way to play with it is by blowing bubbles with it. Blow bubbles with this cum, darling. I love it. I love it, absolutely. But if you aren't too keen to play with his cum before swallowing it, but you do want to make eating his cum hotter than usual, then I would just say that you make some satisfying sounds after swallowing it, like gently saying, yum. After swallowing, then you could roll your tongue around your lips to wipe the rest of it from your lips like so.
Oh my
God, it's just an
bro.
excellent way to make it more erotic for both of you. I mean, it's amazing if you could do all of that. What you're trying to do is cap the experience with a more erotic technique or erotic manner. Trust me, he will never forget the view. You know why? Because not a lot of women enjoy doing that. Not a lot of women tolerate the sight of their men coming. All right, not a lot of women love to see the semen, but you can even go a little further by telling him how it tasted. Like, I love swallowing your cum, or I adore feeling your cum trickle down my throat, or swallowing your cum makes me so hot. That's part of your dirty talk to him. Now, here's a video where I talked about how to talk dirty to your man. You could go over there and watch it. Now,
and look, I'm gonna tell you. Listen. A woman tell you some crazy shit like that, bro, it's gonna have you fucked up for the next 48 to 72 hours. You go let me tell you, bro. You will be at work and you will remember those words and you will remember that image and you like, bro. I don't want to tell. I'm just saying there are certain experiences that are burned. It's like a what do they call a brand? It's branded on your brain. That motherfucker said what?
Yeah,
did what?
Absolutely. We tell women this in our classes all the time. Talk dirty, say how good it tastes. It's mental. You got to fuck somebody's brain before you fuck their body. That's just how it works.
It's no different than when men like. Okay, so the emotional, side, like you were saying earlier, Angela, the emotional level that women need to be at in order to go here with men. And the same thing Sheffy was saying, a lot of these women don't even like the men they're with. When that emotional side is met, it's the same way. It's that mental game that's played, and then you add the sexual element to it. All that it all ties into it. So what she's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? You do some crazy shit like that, dude is sitting there thinking to himself like, man, what this is. Look, this is the side where I would say this is why a lot of women that have experiences beyond the average woman get with some squares that might be multimillionaires, and everybody always talks about a hoe gets wifed. I don't think they mean a literal hoe. What they mean is the nasty woman. Yes, she will, because that square dude or that dude that ain't had these experience, he's tricked. His mind is blown. And on the flip side, it could be weaponized, because that same dude, if he don't marry her, he's willing to give up everything for her. Bro, y'all saw Harlem Nights. What you think Sunshine put on that white boy when she did that? It wasn't just come on, man. He picked up the phone and called his wife and said, I ain't coming home no more. Tell the kids I see. And that was it. I guarantee you, man, she gave him some of that oosh gosh moosh. What old boy said, Diddy gave him the oosh gosh moosh. That's what that woman will give him, some oosh gosh moosh.
Nah, that was Orlando Brown. She gave him that.
Orlando Brown, yeah, said the oosh gosh moosh. Yeah, man.
Going forward, you can decide to lick it up. I need to remind you, ladies, that, you know, letting your man finish in your mouth during fellatio is not the only way that you could swallow his cum. Now, let's put it this way. If he finishes somewhere on himself, you can still, you know, swallow it.
Yo, please pause this shit, bro. I want her at, bro. I want her at, bro. Fuck with no. Can we pause this shit? No, pause this shit. I want her at, bro. I want her at immediately. I want her at, bro. One of my favorite things. One of my favorite things is a handy and then a cleanup job. Nigga, are you kidding me? Where's she at, bro?
And then
where's she at, bro?
And then some women like it when men come like in between their breasts. So that's kind of
fun.
That's why I always say like the mouth is not the be all end all. Some people will
it's not. Yeah.
Some people will like flip over and get on all fours and like he'll just jack off on her back. Like there's other ways to like get off on that besides your mouth. So that's the only thing I want people to hear on this call today is that if you don't swallow, it doesn't mean you're lame. It doesn't mean that you're lame because like you can't. Yes, you can.
I promise I'm gonna send you this link, Jamel. I promise to goodness, boy.
You can control. You can only control so much what somebody eats all day. Like at the bottom. Right. So like so you're like, oh, did you have asparagus? You can't give head. No, that's dumb. You just gotta like work around it. Right. That's not realistic.
Shit, give me the asparagus, the pork chops. I don't care what she ate.
Honestly. Now imagine him in his refractive period after just ejaculating and his pistol is still very super sensitive with his juice dripping all over. And you just go over and you just lick it all up with your tongue flat on it. Now that's something. That's something you should finish up with. That's how you finish up, girl. Finish up wild, sexy, hot, and erotic. You don't finish up. See, stop finishing up when he finishes up. You're just like blah, or you just rush off to wash up. No, finish up and put up a show. Show up and show out. Do you get what I mean? Show up and show out, girls. Stop showing up and showing out in a very less dramatic way or in a very less theatrical way. Be theatrical, girls.
Bro, she preaching, bro. She preaching, bro.
There's a lot of women that claim to be extra. This is when you become extra. This is when you be extra. All the extra. I'm extra. I'm too much to deal with. This is when you be too much to deal with.
Bro, I swear for God.
Are you getting my drift? Do you like?
If she talks shit afterwards, like she running shit, bro, it's a wrap. I'm putting her name on my life insurance policy.
Oh man,
I'm giving to you because I'm giving you spice. Then you can also try what I call facial swallow. This last cum swallowing technique is going to be a bit out there for most people I know. But women, allow your husband to finish by giving you a facial. I'm sure he loves that sight. Every man loves that sight. So don't always jump away when he sprouts. Like it's something really disgusting to be felt on your skin. Just hold his joystick while he does it. It will definitely help you direct where you want his cum to come on your face or on your body or any part of your body and prevent him from hitting you in the eye. Of course, when he blows his load over your face, use your finger to just scoop up all the cum from his face and then you drop it in your mouth. Once you have all his cum in your mouth, swallow it and let out that satisfying sigh. It's not that hard. Why do we always make it hard? Why do we always make it seem like it's a very hard thing to do? Number 4, I think I'm giving you more technique than I planned out. Now, you may be in a relationship with a guy who wants you to swallow his cum, and you just may not be willing to do it. You just don't want to do it. You're not that type of woman. That's perfectly fine. The important thing is to talk to him about it. I believe that great relationships are based on mutual understanding and respect and great communication. You should never allow a guy to do something to you that you don't want to be done on you at all. I do not subscribe to that. Now, make sure that he knows that you don't like it, so that the experience is good for you and also good for him. And with almost all safe sexual practices, right, my advice for you is to try at least once with a guy that you know and you trust before deciding if swallowing his load is something for you to do or not to do. However the case is, if you want to avoid risks during oral sex, then it is advisable for you to keep the semen out of your mouth completely, especially if you do not know your man's recent sexual history and you want to make sure that you're safe as possible. Now, men, you also need to realize that some women can also have an allergy to seminal fluid, in which case swallowing your cum should be avoided altogether. Now, if you plan on finishing off a head by swallowing your man's cum, then make sure that you give him a great head. I have a video on how to give your man a great head. I'm going to link it up here. Now, before I wrap this video up, let me just tell you the head.
All right, I think that's enough about the great head. I absolutely, Jamel, I will send you her video. And I'm pretty sure Angela is gonna make sure y'all got the link to her instructionals. Like we gonna make sure everybody's good. Sheffy, these lames out here that don't even want to give you a chance at the chance because they want everything else, but they just refuse. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and Frank,
it's not been a refusal so much. It's just been like, I don't know. It's almost been like an addiction to the other area.
Right.
Like they just gotta have that, and that's okay. I don't know. But you know, I'm celibate out here, so it is what it is these days.
That's right. You're celibate until me and Frank find you a husband. You're gonna sit down. You sit it on down somewhere. Don't put it on nothing.
That's right.
Don't put it on nothing. Don't put it on nothing. Don't put it on nobody. Just keep it to yourself. Just hide that thing. So, so since we are on instructional, now I have another sort of instructional video. Sort of instructional. It's not sexual. It's more in the dating. It's more in the dating realm. A sister made a video, and she was talking about the things that men don't do, or she was basically saying the things that the things that women want, but they don't ask for. And so when I came across the video, I saw some of the stuff, and me and Frank and Jamel, we've all talked about some of this stuff before, as some of the stuff that she's going to mention are just the basic norms as far as dating and relationships go, or as far as dating goes, not relationships, and I guess relationships too. But this woman is talking about a lack of experience with these things. So I wanted to share this, and then the ladies, y'all can share whether or not these things are actually important to y'all. She's gonna go through a list of different things that she's not experiencing on the regular basis that she thinks women want to experience, but they just don't speak on.
What's up, lovers? How are you doing today? Today I am making a video about what women really want, but they will never really ask for it, because you know what? We want you to be my readers. We want you to know exactly what we want and what we like. And that's why sometimes we're mad and you're like, what the fuck the bitch is mad for? But yeah, it doesn't make sense, but bitches are still not gonna tell you. So today I'm gonna tell you what they really want you to do, but they probably will never tell. So, all right. So before we start, I created a Patreon at www.patreon.com/ManyManQuest. So if you guys want to go over there, we can schedule a one-on-one video call, or we can text. You can see some more pictures of me, all that good stuff. It's over there, please, and thank you. All right. So let's jump right into it. Number one, compliment her booty. Yes, I mean, you should know me. Just me. I'm always like looking, trying to have a big booty, working on it, you know. So even like if you have a girl, like if she's your girl, like squeeze her booty. Like that's something that we're always gonna appreciate, because we're like, I got a big booty, even if it's not. You gotta gas her up. I'm telling you, I'm always out here looking at girls' booty. I'm like, damn, that shit looks nice. Like, yes, we want you to think that we have a big one, even if it's not. I know it's a little bit of lying, but hey, a little bit of lying to make her feel like hella good, I would say do it. Number 2, you guys are gonna.
I thought this was common sense when I heard it. The only thing that I could think is maybe the man, either he doesn't know or he doesn't like you that much. But I would think, now I won't lie. Damn, it's kind of, I'm an ass man anyway. So by default, whoever I've been with has to have one that I like. So it's going to be obvious that I like it. But can y'all ladies say that this is true? Like, you want your man to kind of walk, the grabs, the rubs, the touches of your bum randomly here, there to make you feel like, he checking for it. Is that something y'all, is she right now? Is what she's saying the truth?
For me, it's less about the telling me, because I don't need you to tell me, baby, I got back pain. But it's definitely the rub. Like, I used to not care for the slap, and I kind of still don't. Like, you walk by and that's because there's a lot of meat back there. There's a lot of reverb. It destabilizes me for a second. But a good grab, like you own it, yeah, I like that. I do.
She said reverb. She said it destabilizes.
It does.
She said her equilibrium get thrown off if you hit it too hard.
I'm telling you, it takes a lot to hold all of this. And if I'm standing there cooking and get a smack, my knees might buckle.
look at So you prefer a grip. You prefer the grip than the slap.
Yes. Much.
Okay.
Because the grip take a little weight off my back a little bit, so it's like holding the front it helps my lumbar lower like straighten out a little bit.
You remember? You remind me of that one segment nephew Tommy did. He said, "You got to hold your wife."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, a good like grab and hold, like, and then you whisper in my ear, "It's mine." Man, you about to get a bill paid.
Ooh.
Man, look.
What about you? What about you, Angela? Is what this woman is what she's saying right for the most part? So Sheffy's saying, so she is kind of right, but is she right, Angela? Do you agree with the lady so far?
Oh, I mean, I think ethnic men already do that, but they already automatically do that. I've never been with a guy that doesn't smack it. So in all cases and scenarios, but yeah, no, I mean, I like it. It's not like the end of the world, but everybody likes when that you're enticing your partner, and they still find you hot. That's goes both ways, genders both ways. Men want to be told that, like, and then so do women. We like to be told that as well. I think that's just human nature, actually.
All right, I can dig it. All right, I can dig it. And Frank, man, I know. Listen, I know you. Can your old lady survive walking by without you getting a little harassment on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know you're a caveman and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, does she get to walk through the room and survive without getting harassed?
You talking about me?
No, I was talking to Frank.
Not all the time. If I'm not paying attention, yeah. But if my hands are free and ain't nothing interesting on TV, yeah.
Oh man, ain't nothing on TV. My hands are free.
Yeah, ain't nothing on TV. That's a bad read. You even while something on TV, you got whoa. Like, you don't ever pause the TV. Hey, whoa, don't walk through here like that, woman. Hell, you going on? You can get a ticket, get arrested. Go on, come here. Let me see something.
But that don't work during football season.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, that work. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, listen.
You got to be watching the game too.
Yeah, listen. Listen. See, if I'm locked in and you come across my face, like being in my peripheral, it won't work. Nah, I'm not looking. But if you bold enough to be wearing something short, if that lady wearing something, she streak across, I'm like, see, that's that bullshit, man. I'm sitting here trying to enjoy my game. I'm locked in, and here you go interrupting. I'm a complain, but my complaint is a complimentary complaint. It's a complimentary complaint. That's what's going on. So
now, it got to be intentional. If my attention is on something else, then it has to be intentional to draw my attention to that. Because after a while with being with someone for so long, you get comfortable with that person. So it's like you've seen it before. But if she's intentional about it being seen, then yeah, my attention going straight to it. That's when my attention is on something else prior to her coming into the room or something.
See, this is why you come in.
I could be on the clock.
You know, you got your wings, you got your liquor, and then you sit down and you scoot your booty on his hip while you eating. He gonna be eating and looking.
That's true.
Looking at the game, eating and looking.
That's accurate.
Yo, did I miss an etiquette class or something? Because I don't need all that. If you walk in the fucking house and you work clothes, I want to smell your booty. I'm gonna grab your cheek, spread them, and stick my nose in it. That's the type of time I be on.
You ain't got no kind of cool to do you.
No cool.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm telling you, though. I'm the kind of nigga, I obsess over my woman. So, like, when she comes, anytime she around, she could be washing dishes. I'm like, about that time to smell your butt. I walk right in the kitchen. I'm grabbing it, and I'm sticking my nose in it. Fuck slapping it. No, I'm putting my face.
Real men do real shit. Real men do real shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I when I do such things, I get told I'm a creep. I'm like, hey, you married him, so that's your business. I mean, hey, sorry, you didn't do your research. you thought it was a game. Wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm a seat sniffer. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. Yeah. But so the lady's right. For the most part, that men, I don't know if this is actually her lack of experience, but what she's saying seems to be okay. Okay, she's going to the next one. Let's see what number 2 is.
I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't care. Open her fucking door. Still, I don't know why I still have to say that. I go on dates and motherfuckers don't open doors. Like, they don't open the door of the restaurant. They don't open my car door. What is going on? I don't care. Chivalry is dead, supposedly. I don't give a fuck. But again, a woman will never ask you to do it. But if you do it, you're gonna set yourself apart and be like, oh, you one of the side. The other day I went on a date. The guy came to pick me up. So that's another thing that you should offer. If you know the girl a little bit and you've been to her house, ask would you like me to pick you up, or would you like to meet over there? I'm telling you, nobody does that. Actually, this guy did it, and I was like, yes, pick me up, sign me up. I don't gotta drive. Yes, even if I like driving, but I was like, it's so different. It's so refreshing. I am telling you. And
I knew he was gonna tap in. I've been doing this since I was 11 years old. God damn it, Frank, this is your moment right here. You get in there. You tell people right now exactly what you used to do when you was 12 years old, and we used to pick them up in the car, pick them up on your bicycle. It's time for you to go off. You didn't want come all over the place, but boy, you got to cook now. Cook them.
This stuff is elementary. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how is this top tier when it was the bare minimum? Well, not a few years ago.
Dudes don't do it
because dudes don't do it. That's why.
When did it stop?
When men started having daddies, I guess. I don't know.
When they got away with it. When men got away with not having to do it, they stopped doing it. Because I guarantee you what happened was, men, a couple of dudes just stopped, and a dude said, hey man, you ain't gotta do all that. I don't do it. And then they started doing less, and women accepted less, and it's a never-ending cycle.
Bro, it's maddening.
I mean, I think it's not that women accept less. I think it's a lot of women don't know they should expect more.
Who's not telling them?
I remember how a guy got me to, like, in my submission mindset. It was as simple as we're walking to this like party area, a bunch of bars and stuff, and he walked on the outside. And at first I'm turning around like, what is he doing? And then he kind of like positioned me right behind him, just like a step or two behind him on the inside.
Yeah.
Nobody had ever done that before. First guy I ever dated did that. And this was recent. This was like a year ago.
What?
Yeah.
Not even your
I didn't know I should expect that. I didn't.
Yeah, and that's what it is. What that's what it is. If nobody's ever done it, then how would you expect it? You know what I'm saying? Like in fairness, if it's never happened and nobody said that, nobody showed you, how do you know? And then when it happens, it's like, oh shit.
Child, all my grandmama definitely did not raise me on how to deal with men and what to expect of men. Because in her purview, all men ain't shit. And that's what I was raised on. So I didn't even know to expect these things. Things like opening doors and stuff like that. That I expected because that's just kind of basic. A guy picking you up for a date. My grandmother told me, don't let guys pick you up because if you're ready to leave, then you're at his mercy. And I've literally always driven. I've never been on a date where a guy picked me up.
Yeah, I've been on very few dates where men have come to pick me up, but I'm okay with that because we all watch Law and Order SVU, and it is not necessarily. I just don't think if you're going on a date with the first time, I don't think it's fair. I don't think that's safe.
And she did specify that if it was a guy you were dealing with and you like, I've never, it's always been like
I've definitely had guys come to pick me up like once we're in an established relationship. That's fine, but like when you're first dating someone, I just don't think having random men at your house or they know where you live. Like I just don't. And we know that most rape and all that kind of thing, that's only like the majority. Everybody knows it, or I think everybody knows this. Majority of date rape and things like that happens. It happens with acquaintances, people you know.
Right.
It's very rare when someone's going to pull you off the corner of the street and rape you like that. Those aren't the majority of cases. So that's why when you're going out with someone the first 4 to 5 times, you have to be careful about them coming to your house because that's where things can go haywire. But yeah, I've definitely had. I've always had. And this might be an age thing as well. I don't know, but. All the men that I've ever encountered always open the doors and always open the car doors, always open the grocery store door. I have everywhere I go. I feel like there's more men that do it than don't, to be honest. I don't like,
especially in the South.
And it's not
kind of normal to do.
Yeah. And it's not even like sexual. It's like grandpa. It could be like all types of men. It's just they just do it. So and I'll grab a door I'll hold the door open for people behind me as well. Like it's just a courtesy thing.
I love opening the door for a stud. I will run. Listen, let me tell you, I will be pumping my gas. I will be pumping my gas and see a stud walking in there. I will leave my car, the car running, the gas pumping, sprint to the gas station door, to swing that door open for a stud and say, "Hey, ma'am, my bad," and then go ahead and let them walk on in, just to see their face when they look at me up and down like I shouldn't have did it. You're still a woman.
That's how you get them pregnant,
No, that's not how you get them pregnant. I ain't gonna knock one down. I ain't finna bust one down.
My coworker, she's a couple of years older than my oldest daughter, so she's in her early 20s. And we was walking out at the end of the day, and she was walking in front of me, and I just wasn't even a thought. I was just like, "Hey, don't grab that door." And she's like, "What?" I said, "Just push the door open." I said, "Go ahead." So now, since then, every time we approach the door at the same time, and she's a couple of steps in front of me, she's like, "Oh no, I ain't finna touch that door. You ain't finna fuss at me." So it's like, how do we lose that? You know what I'm saying? That's something that's very basic, but it's very important too.
Well, I think sometimes men get confused between chivalry and then feminism. I think that they confuse the two. That's the problem. They're like, "Oh, you want to be independent and do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you can still be a gentleman." It's not that women don't want gentlemen, but some men just take it to the extreme. Where you make your own money, you get your own damn door. Why do I need to get the door?
Yeah, I've had dudes straight up close the door in my face.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah.
That's happened to me too, but the majority has been good. But yeah, I've definitely been like what? Like y'all want feminism, then that comes, you get your own damn door. Like some men actually think that, you know, and I'm like, wow. They feel like women are trying to dive in both pots. That's the problem they want.
And some women probably are. It's not safe to assume that all women are both and are anti-man and anti anything men related. Then they are like it's not all women. There's some hard ass women that flat out think, I don't want a man doing nothing for me. I'm gonna do it all for myself. This, that, and the third. But it's being assumed now that that's what all women are doing in this modern America. This modern
right, and
that's what a lot of men and that's define feminism. They define feminism as wanting to be equal and with men in all things. When in most cases, we just want to be treated fairly.
Yeah,
we
feminism,
want to have access to the same opportunities.
Yeah, feminism is about choice. That's what all feminism in my
that's first wave feminism. First wave feminism was just give me the option.
Right. It was just like
what I hear a lot of men complain about is third
he wants
wave.
to be an astronaut. Like, why can't I be an astronaut? Like, that's what it was. It doesn't mean that women are trying to be like men in totality. That's not realistic. Men and women are different. And so I think sometimes men confuse those two things. That's really frustrating. It's like they're like, oh, but you want to be able to do this and still like make the money that we do,
the same amount as me.
But then you don't want to hold your own damn door. And I'm like, chivalry has nothing to do with me being able to get the same job, getting paid the same job. Like if you're an astronaut and I'm an astronaut, and us getting the same pay and we have the equal amount of experience. That's two different things. Than women still want to be treated like women. Like we like to be in our feminine. I know people don't like that word. I get it, whatever. But at the end of the day, I still think women, we like to be like princess. We still like that. Like that brings out our feminine side for a lot of us. And so
and those women that don't, it is to me, it's always been very obvious. The women that don't, like, it is almost like etched on their forehead that they don't want to be treated like a lady. If you
can you explain that to me? Because I miss that shit hard, bro. I miss that shit hard, bro.
No, bro.
It's not hard to
being
see.
in the military. Being in the military, you will come across women that absolutely don't want to be treated anything different than the guys.
Well, that's because they're in the military, though. They feel like that they're gonna be looked down.
No. They come into the military because they know that in this world, if that's what you want, that's what you'll get. You know what I'm saying? Like in the military is one of the last meritocracies left. So they know if they want to be hard and play tough, they can come here, be hard, and play tough, and they'll be allowed to do it and treat. Yeah, absolutely, they will go extreme with it. So now I'm not saying only in the military you come across these types of women. There's other places in the world, but to me, they're very easily identifiable. The women that want to be treated the same as men, that have that hardness, and I'm not talking about women that have a bit of masculinity because they've had to adapt to be that way. I'm talking about women that, I'm joking about studs a minute ago. I'm talking about women that have that hard of an exterior. Bro, they are choosing and they want to be that way and they've made it clear.
Bro, I've seen women, honestly, and they don't even look, that's what I'm saying. I've seen women who don't even like present masculine and they don't want to be treated like I'm very big on like spoiling and they call it, what the fuck is the negative term they made for that shit now? Infantilizing, I think they call it. I absolutely do my best to absolutely cater to whatever woman I'm dealing with. It's a sickness I got, Nick. I don't know how to quantify this shit, but I have a problem. I have a problem with treating women like fucking. This is simp. I think we talked about this, and I've come across women who genuinely they don't like this shit. Like they be repulsed. I'm like, damn, man, what's up? Like, do you not have a pussy? What's the situation? Like, you all right?
It's some women out here that want to they want to be like dudes, but as the ladies are saying, we don't all want to be like. I'm gonna get back into the next step of this video, but some women want to be women, and this woman obviously wants to be
most of them downstairs got out of the car to come open my door. I was like, excuse me? Just this. And I'm telling you, you see my reaction? It's nothing. It's nothing, right? What he did, opening a door, that's nothing. But you see my reaction, how big the reaction is for something so little? That costs you nothing. It's free. For this, you might get some free pussy. So I'm just saying, if you want some free pussy, maybe that's something you want to put into your routine. Also, opening a door, like it's the same. It goes with walk her to her apartment door, if you guys are cool like that, you know. Little gesture of being like a gentleman will go a long way, because nobody does it. I am letting you know. Again, I know you're gonna be like, well, she got hands, she can open her own doors. Yes, we can. I got hands, yes. But do you want to make me feel a little special? And I'm not saying I'm not gonna try to make you feel special too, but I'm talking about you, what you can do right now. So that's something you can do for her. Listen or don't, but it's up to you. Number 3, I know it's another one that is not fair probably, but give her your jacket. Yes, if she's cold, you have to give your jacket. Even if you told her like, hey baby, it's about to be cold, take your jacket, and the bitch still didn't listen, we do it for you. Like, if you think about it, that's really for you. We had a dress on and we don't have a coat that goes with the dress. It's gonna mess up the look. So no, I'm coming out with no coat, and yes, I'm freezing. But when you realize I'm freezing, offer, baby, do you want my jacket? I know it's not fair. It's not fair because the bitch should have been prepared. But if you want to be that dude, offer your jacket. And then since you know bitches are gonna
look, hey, didn't we talk about protection? Didn't we talk about protection? And didn't we say y'all need to listen to your man? Didn't we say protection comes in the form of listening to that man's advice? He knew it was gonna be he knew that temperature was gonna drop by the time y'all left the establishment, but you had to go in there with your straps out, your shoulders showing, like Sheffy, you had to go out there just looking with your skin exposed. Now we leaving the establishment. I got my jacket on, I'm warm, and now you need your. I'm joking. I understand. Of course, I would offer my woman a jacket, but to me, again, this is another one of those things that should be common. What dude would not see the woman shivering and then not be willing to give up his coat?
I mean, we all remember that picture of Taraji Henson walking with that dude. She bundled up, and dude, like, coat, he toasty in his jacket walking next to her.
No, what was this?
And
I don't
she walking
this.
on the outside.
God dang.
Yep.
They might have well not been together.
I don't know if they were
real
together.
talk.
I'm talking about out together, period.
But
right,
still.
real talk. No, you're right. They might as well not have been out together. He's useless. Absolutely useless.
Bitches are gonna do that. What I say is wear something warmer for yourself, so then you know if you don't have a jacket anymore, you're still gonna be kind of warm. Number 4, make her feel special and validate her. I know all the time I tell you don't validate bitches or whatever, but if that's your girl, you need to validate that you find her sexy, that you find her attractive. That goes with the booty, you know. Yes, you gotta let her know. I was dating a dude like a couple of years back, and this dude will not compliment me at all. And it's like, I know I'm cute, but if my dude is acting like I'm not, I don't want to say nothing, but that I'm not cute or that he doesn't see my beauty, I might start self-doubting and be like, yo, not self-doubting my beauty, because I know I'm cute, you know, but more like self-doubting that he thinks I'm cute. I need to think that my man find me fine. Like, yes. So I know nowadays it's like a game that you guys be playing. I'm not giving compliment, I'm not validating. But if the bitch is your bitch, let her know that you see her beauty. You got to. Number 5, give her a bite of your food. I know, again, bitches are like, I don't want nothing. I'm not hungry.
Shit, no, hell no, hell no.
She's like, can I have this? Or she doesn't even ask. She
Really
takes
disagree.
it. Just know, you gotta share your food with your bitch. That's how they are. And if you're out, actually.
She went completely off rails with that one.
Hard pass, because let you put a fork in my plate, sir. We fighting. We fighting.
Yeah,
let me say right now, and I hope my wife sees this goddamn portion of this video. That thieving, sneaking, food sampling, drink sampling. I can make something, have it. Like, hey, you want a sandwich? No. You sure? I'm not hungry. You good? Make my sandwich. That look good. Can I just get a bite? No. I just gotta make her one anyway. Just gotta make her one anyway. Y'all gonna always come and steal and sample our food. We get it. But hey man,
It's a raccoon.
You said raccoon. Like,
That's not
come on,
something
man.
I find that disrespectful. I find it as an invasion of space. If you offer me some, that's something different. But I'll never take. And even if you offer me, I'm probably going to decline it because if I wanted it, I would have ordered it.
Man, my wife doesn't stick her. Wait a minute. Let me see. I want to say she has before. I'm almost quite sure she has before. I'm gonna go and ask her when it's over with, but she most of the time will tell me to try something she has
as a way to trick you into getting something, into a way for her to get something that you got.
Well, or she'll ask. Well, she'll never just stick a fork in my plate. She'll ask.
Yeah, mine won't do that.
See what it tastes like.
Yeah, no, I ask, but I will ask. I'm like, oh, does that get food envy?
Yeah, but
you food. Wait. Food envy. What is that? Explain that bullshit. Food envy.
Food envy. Oh my God, you never heard of food envy? So food envy.
No,
is like, when you order
it, so I'm explaining it to her.
And so if it's something that you order your food, you're like, okay, good. But then you see your eyeballs go to their food. You're like, oh, that looked better than I thought it was going to be.
Why do your eyeballs even have to go to their food?
I'm with you, Mama.
Mind your plate. Mind your plate.
Yeah, I have people always get mad at me. My friends, everybody, they're like, "And you always eat on people's plate." I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't know it's gonna look so good. I just want one little bite. I just want one little bite." But I offer mine. I'm like, you can have a bite of mine.
No,
I have one friend.
I will order you your own plate. I refuse.
But I don't want all the food. I just want a bite.
You sound just like my wife. I don't want that. I just want a little bite. Here, get some of mine. I don't want
a little bit of bite.
I would have ordered yours if I wanted yours. I don't want that.
Yeah,
I'm triggered just hearing her say that because my ex-husband used to do that to me. Oh, that looked good, and then fork. Boy, ooh,
whoa! You see her dukes? Her dukes with a little fist, her little small little fist.
I feel violated when it's done to me because it's been done so often. It's always, oh, that looked good, to the point where it got to a point where I would order exactly what he got just so I wouldn't have to share my plate. So I'm triggered by that, and I won't do it to people.
Yeah, I'm triggered.
I'm not lying, like it's because it was such a thing for a long time. Oh, that looked good. What you got? So what I would end up doing is ordering exactly what he got, and then I'd come back later to order what I really wanted when he ain't around.
What the hell?
That's how bad it was for me. Like, for real.
Now it's never been. Let me tell you. Okay, so there was one incident. I'll never forget this. One incident. I was in Miami, and we were at a work function, and my department head, my overall supervisor. So my supervisor. So my department head, yeah. She sat next to me. I ordered my food, and she reached into my plate and got something. Now, there was a guy, one of my partners was sitting across from me, and he looked at me, and he was looking at me like, hey, what's going on between y'all for her to reach over because he saw it as the only woman that does that is yours. And so I sat there, and he was like, and I was like, and I looked at her, and she was joking and laughing about it. And later on, I said, hey, bro, you think she owed me some pussy for that? Because she just reached over to my plate. Like she's like, that's something that is very exclusive to the one. Your woman only has that power. And my wife don't even do that now. Like, she doesn't do that. But this is something that happened with, but like, so to reach into my plate, you got to be a special insider level individual. And it's still not, it's just not courteous to reach into a plate. Asking me, giving me the option, that works.
Yeah, you should never just put your fork in.
At least ask.
That's rude.
Yeah, at the very least.
I didn't get an ass. It was like, oh, that look good.
Yeah, that's not cool. You might like my mama used to tell me, you'll draw back a nub, don't play.
Actually, that's so cute. Like a guy that feeds her bitch, the bitch is gonna feel so special. I need to stop saying bitch. The guy who is gonna feed me and like act like he's taking care of me, it's so cute. So again, make sure that you know that girl like long enough so she's not like, what are you doing? But you know, if that's your girl, she'll enjoy it. Number 6, take her shopping. And I know it sounds nuts, but I'm not saying take her shopping and you're paying. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just go with her. Go with her because we want to have your opinion. We want to look good for you. So you know when she tried that sexy dress on, again, when you say, "Ooh, baby, your booty in that dress," yes, pick that. You know, and also, if she comes out and asks you, "Do I look fat in this?" The answer is no. Always no. No, baby. Hopefully, she's gonna have common sense enough to see that it's not really fitting her. But you always say no. The answer is no. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you're.
Do y'all ladies agree with that? Do y'all like y'all men to occasionally go shopping with y'all? I'm willing to go with mine, and I think
that's not. I like to shop by myself. I don't like people shopping with me, women or men. I don't want anybody complaining. Well, I can't shop in that store because they don't have my size. Okay, well, so I stopped shopping people a long time ago because they get on my nerves because they want to compare like where I'm shopping and they don't want to do that. Now, if I'm doing like a one like item shopping, like I'll go with a friend, like if it's her wedding dress, obviously, or she has an event that she wants my opinion on. But for men, I don't know. I think they get annoyed. The only time I would do that is like if we were having a date night and I wanted him to pick out my whole outfit from head to toe.
Oh,
I like that.
That's slick.
I like that because I'm
that's
like, okay,
slick.
this is like we're gonna go out. I'm gonna wear everything that you want, and I want to see what you like. But I consider that foreplay. I like that.
And then he gonna get some good head that's gonna knock him off his
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
God damn. God damn.
Are you pimping my strategy?
Man, yeah. Listen, I'm taking notes. I'm gonna warn people. Red flags. If she take her shopping, you go, bro. Don't fall for it.
Well, I do like to know, like my significant other, I love to see what they would like to see me in. I think that's kind of hot. And then like whether it's lingerie, whether it's like I like taking people to Victoria's Secret. I'm like, okay, what do you want tonight? You know, and pick it out and stuff like that. But that to me is all like a mind fuck. I like playing games with people because
I think men and women should like I know, you know, Bree, she will have ideas about things that she likes. Even if it's not necessarily my style, I will find something about something that she might like that I can incorporate into something I feel good about. Because one thing about men, even if a woman finds something fashionable, it has to match that man's. He got to feel like, and Frank, you can speak to this. It has to be something that he would also feel himself in. A man can't just put on a clown suit if he ain't a clown, because he's not going to move with the same level of confidence. What about you, Frank? You shopping with your old lady, and can she have you do some shopping, or on the other side of that too? Can she pick out your stuff and you want to go with her and all this other stuff?
No, she don't touch my stuff at all.
So no suggestions from the lady. None.
No, because she like what I put together. So it's like she doesn't have I guess she feels like she doesn't have an input, or she doesn't need an input. Like she need to improve on what I already put together. So I just go and pick something out and bring it home. But I'm a blessed man because my wife doesn't like shopping.
Boy,
so
you know,
she ordered her clothes online, or if I'm out looking, which usually tends to happen, if I go out to find something for me, I find something that I know she'll like, and I go and buy up all of that and bring it to her, and then I probably just get like a pair of socks for me or something. So, no, she doesn't like the crowd. She doesn't like the preparation to go out to shop. She don't
Yeah, I
like.
don't shop the way that I used to. That was more like a 20.
I think online has changed that. Like mine doesn't either. She does not. I have to physically go
I got
put
to be
stuff
in there.
on my body. I can't order offline. Like I hate to say, but when you have 44-inch shoulders and your waistline is, when you have, I ain't bragging, but when you have an athletic frame. No, I'm real talk. I mean, listen, athletic for real. You for real, super. No, I'm saying wide shoulders, narrow waist, bro. Everything you think you finna go get is not. It's not gonna fit right. Like you can't order it offline.
If it's a major event, I'd rather go to the mall and get something. But I don't shop the way like I used to. Like I used to shop just for fun and go with friends, stuff like that. Now it's more of an inconvenience because I got other things. I got other things I got to do. So. I do order stuff online, but when it's something important like that, sometimes you can't get it in time. So you're gonna have to go to the mall and get your stuff. So, but I don't like shopping the way I used to, where I'd be like, "Oh, let's go to the mall and do this." Like that was very a 20s thing.
Right.
That's not.
But what you did say,
yeah.
But what you did mention was a dope thing. Even just the Victoria's Secret, or even if the man and woman, the woman's, hey, I'm gonna go get some underwear. You want to come with me? There's not a single man on planet Earth that if his woman says, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna go get me some underwear and some negligees. You want to come with me?" I don't give a fuck what we got going on.
No.
What? Who will say no?
Brother, did you say negligee? How old are you?
Hey, I'm an old nigga, bro.
I know. I was like, damn, Manuel pulled out the.
Yeah, man. I go back.
Negligee. I was like, okay,
listen.
I remember like telling my ex-husband when I bought like some frilly things to wear, and he's like, I don't care about none of that. Just be naked. And it's like,
see,
okay.
I think that's always a lie. I think men like
it is a lie.
It is a package.
You know what?
Like I swear to God, if you wear granny pants stuff, I'm not saying that it's got to be like that all the time, but I swear to God, everybody likes to unwrap a nice gift. I swear.
Real talk.
I guess I'm not finding them. Maybe it's me.
I agree.
No, we're not saying it's you. I just feel like that's a lie when men say that, oh, they don't care what you wear. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
No, the men are fronting. No, the men are fronting. I don't think the women are lying. I think men are fronting because let me tell you, there's so many levels to the sexy little things. There's women that can boy shorts and a crop top.
Right.
Now, nude is nude. Every man appreciates the nude, so we can. That's a blanket thing, right? But then there's levels. There's the lingerie. There's lace. There's boy shorts, crop top. The knee high socks and nothing else. No, in private, nigga. What are you talking about? You wild.
No. I know. These days you gotta.
Well, yeah, you gotta ask. You do.
Here's the thing, right?
But there's levels. We all want to unwrap a gift to a degree. You know what I'm saying?
I know for me,
maybe I just wasn't the gift he wanted to unwrap. I don't know, but like
that's not it. That's not it.
No, that's not it. I just think that
as a man
say that, but I wear lingerie for myself. Period.
As a man who
or not, I don't care.
As a man who doesn't care, I can say wholeheartedly I'm not fronting. Like granted, I will appreciate the lingerie if you put it on.
There we go. Will you appreciate it if it's put on?
I'm so hype about getting to what's under that shit that I don't pay attention to that shit for the most part. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm a savage, G. Like if she go in the room, put on a bonnet.
You got
no. I'm about to explain. I'm about to explain. It ain't even. I'm telling you. I'm a savage. If you go in the room and you put on your bonnet and your mint face mask and a t-shirt with holes in it, and your boobies touching your stomach, I'm turned on. I'm gonna come under your ass like a baby calf trying to milk. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
This is how I feel.
What I'm saying is a lot of men don't realize that they're not putting that on for you. They're putting it on for them. And it gets them in the right mindset to do other things for you.
There you go.
That's true. Yeah, that's
there
true.
You go.
Because I don't care what you wearing. Okay, well then I won't wear nothing. I'll just wear a muumuu that smells like corn chips in this bitch since you don't care.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Get the fried chicken one, please.
You know what? No, but real talk, man. I had to learn that way along. Like women have to feel themselves.
Right.
They have
That's
to,
true.
like a woman has to look in that mirror and feel. That's why if a woman does say, baby, I want to get in the gym, and you're like, baby, it's all right. Because truth be told, we like that. We but girl.
Well, that's why I teach women.
I love it.
That's why we teach everybody at our studio, because like on the pole studio, we always say dress for your motherfucking self. Because no man is gonna define my sexiness for me. I'm gonna be sexy all by myself, and then the person I'm with is gonna benefit from it. But I'm like right now, I got on a sexy ass lace bra and a sexy ass lace underwear, and I feel great. Like no one's gonna dictate to me. Like I don't like giving men that power. That if they don't validate,
you have to. On. I think women have to. I don't like to preach a lot of independence, but this is one independent thing, and Angela, you're speaking to it. You have to feel sexy,
correct?
Already. Now, like the woman said in this video, we're validating that, right? So if the woman puts in the effort, appreciate the effort. It's only going to amplify everything at the end of it.
She just got you can destroy what she already built up by invalidating.
Right.
And that therein lies the problem. It's like, okay, I went through all this. I got in the mirror. I feel cute. I feel sexy. I send you a picture, tell you to come to bed, and you don't.
And I don't need all that. Girl, I ain't need all that. Shit me. Hey, you did all what?
But is something else going on with that though? Because most men are just not going to turn down sex.
Child, this is why I'm divorced.
Let me tell you. No, real talk. There are guys. I think it runs in tandem with how they feel about themselves. Because let me tell you what happens if she's stepping her game up and putting in the effort. Me and my wife joke about it all the time. If she I can go without a haircut for a stretch, right? That's why I got this beanie on, because this hair is rough under here. You know what I'm saying? but
side lean on it too.
For real, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking straight like that dude off of the PJs, the little bum off the PJs that had a beanie on. That's me. But real talk. If she looking a little fly, I'm like, damn, I need to line this shit up or something. You know what I'm saying? Because she's on hers, so I want to be on mine. A lot of times when y'all women are on yours, then he realized, oh shit, maybe I need to clip these toenails. Maybe I need to make sure I'm a little spicier than normal too. So sometimes men don't want y'all to step it up because it lets him know in his ego, hey nigga, you ain't doing enough. She did something and you ain't did nothing. How long is she gonna do something? Why you doing nothing? So they got to bring you back down. Oh, girl, I don't need all that. That means his raggedy ass, so he can come in there with his raggedy ass. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? See, and some men like the idea. Oh, you done stepped it up. So I'm gonna step it up too. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta get somebody that's gonna, match that energy.
Yeah, so I think most of the I guess it's just also who you date too. Most of the guys they're very, I don't want to say demanding, but they're just like, if I come in with some raggedy ass shit, they're gonna be like, how is this gonna turn me on? But I think, I'm very anti-granny panty unless it's like the cycle and stuff. But that's me personally, because I do feel that women feel better from the inside out. I preach this every day. Like you gotta, whether that's doing your hair, whether that's having your nails done, whether that's wearing lingerie, like you gotta start with you first and foremost, and then everybody else gets the benefit from that. But you got to start with yourself first. Otherwise, like whatever you like what you said, Manuel, whatever you got to do to get yourself in the mood. So a lot of women are not in the mood because they don't know what it takes to get themselves in the mood, and that's a problem.
And I don't want to take anything from nothing from Jamel. The savageness. Yes, sometimes a slave braid and a bed sheet is enough. Like trust me, bro. There's the fact that you just took. I just took my hair down and I ain't even got in the shower yet. Girl, come here, girl. We'll overlook it. Yes, that too exists.
Oh, absolutely.
In its most primal form.
Yeah, it's not reality.
But it's balanced. But it's balanced, man. But with all the savagery in the world, we gotta appreciate. You have to appreciate a woman's effort to do that. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Go ahead, Chef. You was gonna say something. Chefy mad right now. We triggering Chef. Chef said, I'm
not
mad.
mad. I'm actually sad.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's all right. That's why we vetting. That's why we vetting the next one that comes.
Okay, if you're like, well, I'm lying though, because she looked fat in that. I don't care. She's not fat in that. I understand that the bitch is probably gonna take forever. She's gonna try on a bunch of shit. It's gonna be annoying for you. I hear you, because I hate shopping. So I understand your struggle, but she will love you forever, because men don't do that. Men don't really go with their bitch and shop and stuff like that. No. So be the man that sets yourself apart, and I'm telling you, she's gonna be so like, my man comes with me and shop. Yeah. I don't know why they sound like this. Number 7, this one is a tough one. Stand up for her even when she's wrong. Yes, I know it. You're like, what the fuck? Yes, I know. The thing is, I always say, you check bitches. Yeah, when she's talking to you, yeah, you check her at all time. What I'm talking about right now is that, let's say she gets into an altercation or an argument and you feel like she's wrong in what she's saying, but it's around other people, take her side. I don't care. I know it sounds bad, but take her side, and then maybe when we get home, then you address it. Not maybe. When we get home, you fucking address it, but don't make her look like she's an asshole or anything like that in front of people. Like, that's not gonna make her feel good, and that's not gonna serve you. I am telling you, she's gonna be upset. So it's better to take her side while you guys are outside in public, and then you check her when we're home. So then eventually that shit don't happen again. Number 8, show up at her job.
She's right. Like, I mean, look, you know your woman and set y'all up, and she wrong in the situation. You got to present a united front to the world, even if it makes you look foolish. But when you get home, when you get in the car, you ain't even got to wait till you get home. You can wait as soon as you get in the car, close the door, and the music is on, turn that music down, and you can let her know. Now, you had me out here looking like a goddamn fool, because you looking like a fool, and I got to make sure we a united front. I agree with this too, for the most part. Frank, you agree with this, ladies, for the most part? Do you gotta?
I'm more than likely just remove us from the situation.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like,
that works too. That works too. That works too.
But you can be like, okay, you know what? We're good. Let's get going.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah,
because either way, you ain't busting her out in front of people. Go ahead.
No, I wouldn't like switch side to the person that she's arguing with. Like, man, you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong. No.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'll just be like, hey, whatever, let's go. Let's just go.
Yeah.
Like
they said, now you know you're wrong.
So it'll just be like, I'll be in my head like, God dang, she don't got a point at all. Like, it's time to go, man.
She getting cooked right now. Damn.
You have to come up with an exit strategy.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't, and that's for all. I think all significant, like what she's saying right here is something that goes both ways. Your significant other, a united front in front of people, handle that behind closed doors.
Yeah. Because what she's saying is basically back her up when she's wrong to present a certain unity, and then go behind closed doors and then correct her. That can send a mixed signal, because in the moment she's thinking, well, my man know I'm right because he agreeing with me, and then you go back and completely switch. That's going to cause an even bigger problem. It's going to cause a problem between y'all two now, because at first she's thinking, she's under the impression that she's right because she only needs you to give her an amen. And if you give her an amen while she's wrong, and then come back later and say, well, you were wrong, then, you know what I'm saying? So to avoid all that, I just want. Only thing I say, like, hey, let's just leave. Let's just go. And then explain to her why we're leaving when we are not in front of the people that she is having an issue with.
Right. Right. No, I agree with that. I agree with never. I don't think you got to co-sign your significant other, but you don't have to turn coat on your significant other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I might let you say something I can let you say something that I know is factually incorrect by the book. Like it's wholly wrong. I'd rather let somebody else correct you in that moment than me to make. I don't want to make you look bad. Then later on, like, hey, babe, you know you said that was crazy. That wasn't quite right. You know what I'm saying? And let it ride like that. But that united front, man, it's the foxhole. You're in a relationship, especially you married. Y'all in a foxhole together, man. Y'all got to be on the same page. At least appear to be at all times.
Yeah.
And surprise her. I'm telling you, that's something that women really like. Again, I'm talking about, you know where she works because you've been with her for a long time, and it's allowed for her to have visitors. Like all of this needs to be in that because you don't want her to lose her job because of you, right? So then if that's okay for you to show up, just show up and take her to lunch or bring her flowers or bring her candy. Yes, because right there, you're gonna look like a fucking rock star. Like all her coworkers are gonna be like, "That's your man."
Yeah, I mean,
what you say?
I said I feel like she's telling everyone what she wants done for her.
I think this stuff works. So, like she said, if she has that type of job where she can go for, so in my dating experience, if a woman has had the type of job to where she can go for lunch, oh, yeah, that's a win. You definitely finna get a gold star in your damn by your name. If you pull up for lunch, or if you hey I'm off today, or I'm doing someday, I'm gonna come grab you for lunch or bring you lunch. Oh, it's a win. You might get some road hit. You might get some car head if you show up and you get her something, bring her lunch. I can almost certainly guarantee it. You know what I'm saying? I brought you a sandwich and you gave me a blowjob. I'm guaranteeing you it works.
I just recently did that. It was before Christmas, so they let us leave early on Friday because Christmas was on like Monday, so they let us leave early on Friday. So I left. My wife's still at work, and I stopped by Publix and bought her the giant bowl of fruit that cost $11 damn dollars. Cut up fruit, and I took it to a job, and I need to ask her how she felt about that. I'm pretty sure she appreciated it, but I need to know if it like I need to know how many points I put up on the board.
Right.
I personally love it.
Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be a regular thing. Like even if a woman works from home, the fact that there's a halfway point, she got to eat. And so many women I know burn through lunch, burn through the clock on their grind. I'm pretty sure Sheffy be over there hustling and bustling and shaking and moving. Man, a dude say, "Oh, I thought about you. I don't know if you got something going on between 12 and 1, but hey, let's grab a bite to eat. Or I'm gonna swing by Panera. You want something? Do you man, that little bitty thing, that little shit in the dating phase is, bro. Man, you cooking with gas. A lot of dudes think women want all their bills paid and all this money and all this stuff. Man, bro, a goddamn sandwich at lunchtime, bro. You winning.
Matters.
You cooking.
Yeah, and it's very thoughtful. And then there's a thing, and this could be just me. It's not. Let me speak for my own thing. Like it's the whole like this is my woman. Like
right.
It's the whole claiming in public and just like this is my woman. This is what I want to do for her. It's a little slightly possessive, kind of like that. So so it's that too as well. This is one of those things where like thoughtfulness goes along. Thoughtfulness goes a long way.
It does.
Especially with women. Women, we really like thoughtfulness. Like that to me is the fastest way to get the panties to drop. It's just like be thoughtful.
Man, when I was in my early 20s, it was this chick I was courting, and
he said courting like a gentleman. Listen to what he said. Courting. You ain't said courting ever in your life, but on this damn platform, you finna grandstand. I was courting. You ain't courting nobody. Only court you know is traffic court. Courting.
Man, she was a hard safe to crack too, man. I was putting in double time. So she said that she needed to go and she needed to go to the salon to get her hair done for like a function or whatever. So man, I take it. Go in. I come pick you up and take you. So I drove, picked up, and drove a little longer to drop to take her to the place. So I walked inside, sat down, and sat down like exactly like this. Picked up a magazine, started flipping it, and then she was like, "You know, it may take a while, so you really don't have to stay." I was like, "Nah, I'm good, cause I was thinking it's a salon for the women, and they see this young dude sitting here waiting on her to get her hair done. They're gonna be in conversation, and those older women that's or that older woman that's doing her hair is gonna be so impressed that she was gonna whisper in her ear, 'That's a good young man you got there.'" So I'm thinking I'm about to create an ally with her stylist. So I'm sitting up there for about 4 hours. And when it was all over with, she got her hair done, took her back home. I ain't hear nothing about the older woman stylist becoming my ally. So, the point of the story is, I played myself.
You was a simp for no reason. Sucker ass nigga. Sitting there wasting all that goddamn time and energy. You could have dropped her off, went on a date with somebody else, and came that actually gonna give you some play, and then came back and picked her ass up. But see, you sitting there trying to do the most. See,
I was focused.
Do the most.
I was focused, man.
No, sometimes you need a little distraction. Sometimes you need some over here in the peripheral until that thing right there. Listen, all that work you putting in, hey, I get it. But every now and then, you say, okay, this is a tough nut to crack. I need a contingency plan just in case this don't go well.
I thought that was gonna be it. I thought that was a combination there, boy.
Boy, ain't no damn way.
And you be like, "Yes, bitch, that's my man." She's gonna be so fucking happy to show you off. Women want to brag about you, and right there, you're gonna be braggable. Make her dinner. Yes, especially if she's the type of girl that cooks for you all the time. I'm telling you, once or twice a month, show up and cook. Have a meal ready for her. That's so sexy. One, because you can cook, and you don't have to go like overboard. Take a recipe online on YouTube, if you're not that great of a cook, and just make it happen. Even if the food is not that good, she's gonna appreciate that you tried it and that you were like, baby, I realize you cook for me all the time. Let me take care of you here and there. She's gonna love that. And I'm telling you, people don't do that. They don't. I cannot remember when I was living with a guy.
Now, look, man, that is one. Listen, not 10, not 90%, not 99%. It is 100% a win if you cook something for that woman. Listen, bro. It has never failed. My dad, and I've quoted this one to Frank. My dad told me, food ain't the way to a man's heart. The way to a man's heart is through his dick. The way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. He said that's for women. It ain't for us. I'm telling you, bro. Listen,
that's
cooking
true.
is the
true.
thing. You know what I'm saying? If you
if
you ain't gotta be great at it, you ain't gotta be the greatest at it, but the effort and it being decent, you know what I'm saying? It's because it takes time, it's thoughtfulness, it shows preparation, it shows a plan, it shows you give a damn, you know what I'm saying? It takes care of one of Maslow's hierarchy of basic needs, food, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs sustenance, you know what I'm saying? It's such an easy thing to do. Dudes that ain't got on to that by now, y'all so far behind in y'all's game and what
Well, but
y'all
you know,
way behind.
you got to remember that every guy is not trying to. Sometimes the things you guys talk about comes from a very mature, a man that's really into his marriage or his relationship. That's different than people who are dating.
Man,
that's not
for dating. No, time out. No, for dating. Listen, I weaponized my cooking. I can say it now that I'm out the game, and so anybody that feels some way about it, too late. I had like 5 dishes I could put in rotation that it didn't matter who I was with. Oh my God, you made that? Yeah, girl, I did a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that breakfast slamming in the morning. Did you just make waffles with scrap? Yeah, girl, I did a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, there is no you're not losing. You're never going to lose if you got a little bit of ability to cook. Like she said, nowadays with YouTube, if you can read, if you can read and measure, you could throw something together off of YouTube, and man, you got a swinging meal. Go ahead,
put me in the game, man. My wife tell me she was like, you went from making spaghetti and hamburgers
to throwing some stuff together, boy.
To all these other things that you like. YouTube, man. If these niggas don't utilize YouTube, I don't understand. Like, stop watching, stop using YouTube, nigga, for Sports Center or highlights, nigga.
No, and they use YouTube, so they and they're using YouTube to complain and look at other dudes complaining about women and bitching. For holding women accountable. That's what YouTube is for a lot of dudes.
Build your arsenal,
it's holding women accountable network. It's holding women accountable 101. Not learning how to get them in. You know what I'm saying? Holding women accountable. That's what we're using YouTube for.
And even when I didn't know how to cook in my early 20s, I planned a picnic date for this chick. And so I told my dad, I was like, hey, man, I need you to show me how to make some cube steak. And he was like, so my dad's is a cook, always cook, love to cook. So when I asked him to show me how to make it, I knew that meant he's going to cook the whole thing for me. So my dad cooked some cube steak and gravy and some rice and something else, and I wrapped that thing up and took it on the picnic date. Put me in the game.
Put you in the game.
So there's no excuse. Ain't no excuse, man.
None whatsoever, bro. Listen. There's none whatsoever. What about you, Angela? Is cooking? Does that just set it on off? He just cooked a little something, threw something together real quick in that kitchen.
Oh, I love a man that can cook. That's like instant panty dropper because it feels catering. Especially because I run a business. So anytime a guy can like take something off my plate and make me feel special and like do something that saves me time, then yes, it goes back to blowjob again. Yes, okay, we're gonna get a blowjob. As you see, it's all goes back to the same thing. Like, okay, well, now I have to cook, so now I got 20 minutes to suck your dick. So yeah, there we go. It's the same thing. Yeah, so it's like time management. It's the same thing with women. They like when men or their partner, whoever it is, helps around the house. A lot of them like to help out. You know, it's all. But I think women like when men or their partner does that because it just feels. Women sometimes we just do a lot, and I'm not saying men don't do a lot, but sometimes women we'll have our hands we're in a lot of pots, and then we don't feel catered to. And so I think when someone takes the time to cook a dish and to cater to me, that's really nice. That's really appreciated.
Man, honestly, I want to just throw a bone to the fellas. Even if your sorry ass can only grab a frozen lasagna and some rolls, bro. Even if that's the only thing you can do,
in the bag of icebergs,
you can put that bad boy. Listen, it's basic. She gonna know it. She gonna know that lasagna. Look, hold on, look. She gonna know if she a woman that cooks and like food. She gonna know that's out the box of frozen lasagna. She gonna know how basic it is. But the fact that you did and didn't have to, and you really tried, man, it's going to get you some points. The effort is everything. You know what I'm saying? Effort is everything.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I mean, anytime we don't have to ask you to do something, that's great.
Like you won. Like
that's the problem with these niggas, man. I'm convinced they don't want to win. I think they want to show up and be handed the gold medal. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So part of the fun in dating was the effort. For me anyway. And I talked about it before that I used to be excited to go on a date. And it's not and it wasn't because it was rare. You know, I was gone damn near every weekend. But it was just the preparation of it was the fun part. And that added to the excitement to leading up to actually going out. And it was like a show off thing. So I wanted to see how much you can smile in one night. So
yes, Frank, if we could clone like 1 million of you, that would be great. But a lot of men are not.
Whoa!
A lot of men are not like that. I've definitely gone out on dates where men are like, you know, again, I think with married men, it's different for y'all. Like y'all are in a whole different headspace than when if you're.
This was before I'm married.
No man, marriage ain't got a thing to do.
No, but you were always but Frank, you were always. She's right. You were always in pursuit of long-term lasting love, marriage.
Yeah,
there is
what
I mean. There is a different
it's like
mindset.
If you're in that mindset, then you don't like
that
really,
intentional dating is different.
Correct. Then when I've definitely gone on dates where I got treated like shit.
I mean, it's just like when you meet a woman that wants to be a wife, that's used to being a wife. It's different. Like when I was dating, if I was playing around and I came across a woman that I know that was very intentional about being a wife, I'd be like, whoop, let me leave her alone, because you can't waste her time and play around with that, because she's very into. She's calling, hey, you ate today, you good, this, that, and the third. You can't play with that. So on the other side of that, men that are doing those things and putting in that actual effort and energy and willing to step out there and make a meal, any of that extra stuff. He see your damn I don't know, your tire is low on your car. Hey, let me go put some air in that for you. Just some of the most basic things is what that woman was talking about in the entirety of that video. And it's crazy to me that we got a generation, or we got this subgroup of men that are doing a lot of complaining. I often wonder if they are doing the very basic things that this woman was talking about in that video.
They're not.
I don't know. I don't know all of them, but from what I'm hearing, a lot of them are not doing the very basic.
So I have a question. All right. Because it's hard for me to understand. What's the point of it all if it's not to be intentional? Like, why even go through the process of pursuing someone and dating someone if it's not intentional? I'm not saying,
because some people want to have
I know
fun.
that it happens, and it happens a lot.
They want to have sex.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I was going to say,
they just want to have sex. That's it.
They just want to have sex.
Yeah, because they know, because they know that with so it's what the ladies are saying. Sex is the end game.
No, I know that, but what the problem that I'm having with understanding the mindset of it is, why go through all that just for that?
Oh, I agree. I just think
because it's the pursuit. It's the fun of the pursuit, and then being able to walk away from it all.
And honestly, when you this is the manipulation. When you appear to want more than sex, and then you get what you want, and then you say, and then you start to fade off. That's the manipulation. It's why so many women nowadays are asking men to just be straight up. Hey, what do you want specifically? Do you want something casual? Do you want something? And dudes are always saying, well, if we told y'all that, we wouldn't get it. Y'all can't handle the truth.
Just tell it yet.
No. The truth of the matter is, women can handle the truth. They just don't want that with you or want that at all. And y'all don't like that they don't want that. So y'all think that you telling the truth is the issue. No, it's just not what they want. And or not what they want with you. So those things run into each other. It's very rare in my whole dating experience, to be honest. Anything that was ever casual, I can say in a lot of cases was timing. You know what I'm saying? It was a time in a life where a woman was in a space where there was that's what she wanted. And then I was in the right place at the right time. I can say way more often than not, any of dating that I was in, the woman was dating with the intent to be in a relationship at the minimum. I don't know about marriage all the way down the line, but at the bare minimum, they were looking for somebody to be in a serious relationship with.
Well, yeah, we're socialized.
So men are, to answer your question, men are playing the game. They're playing along the lines of intent, knowing that ain't really what they own.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I'd rather men have been honest with me and just said that they didn't want, that they were just wanting sex. But men know that if they just say, "Oh, I just want to kick it," they know that most women are going to walk away. A lot of women are going to walk away.
Yeah, most women are going to be like, yeah.
I get frustrated because there's women out there who just want to kick it too, but they don't want to be with them.
Yep.
Because they don't like being treated. They don't like being treated the way that they're trying to treat me. Men can't.
No, they don't.
They don't like. They're like, "Oh, you're not sweating me." Like, no, motherfucker, get out the bag and leave. They do not like men do not like being treated like that. So they specifically go after women who are in relationships because they like all that. They like all that.
Because on the other side of that, we've been socialized to believe that all women want the relationship. So the moment that you don't like, the moment a woman tells a man that he doesn't qualify, you would never be my man. You just here for this. A lot of dudes claim that they're okay with that until that happens, and that's a woman you like. It will hit you a certain way. You'll be sitting there like, the hell's going on with me? To where she just like, this is it? So that's all we're humans, man. Our feelings get hurt, you know what I'm saying? And we all want to be treated as a priority.
But there are a lot of women out there. There are a lot of women that are out there. Not like I'm like tons, but there's definitely women out there. There's apps out there. People who just want to have sex. I don't know why men never just.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know why men just don't go to them versus going to, the person.
They also feel like those women are doing that with all men, and they want to feel special,
even though they,
That is another.
That's so retarded. It makes sense. The explanation, but it's so retarded, especially in our peer group. Like we're at the age where we got to get prostate exams. So, nigga, you're not. You want to?
Don't do that. Why would you do that?
No.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Don't need that reminder.
We're gonna put you off. Damn it.
Cut off, man.
If we could cancel Sheffy, why?
Somebody get a glove, snap.
I think that's the end of the live for tonight. We can resume this next week.
That's horrible.
Sorry, y'all.
That's horrible. But you're right, Frank, man. We at a certain age and stage where, bro, you can't tell me. Oh my God, like honesty has to be. So my thing is the respect. And I can't say I've always been 100% honest with my intentions. Absolutely, I have not. But there's a certain level of respect that you get when you are honest with your intentions. It will circle back the other way. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Listen, I will say this. As a guy, you could be very clear with a woman. Hey, I'm not in the space right now. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. I'm not trying to be serious, blah, blah, blah. And the woman is like, oh, well, that's not what I'm on. cool, nice to meet you. You're a great guy, but I'm not in that place. You have her respect in that moment because you kept it honest. Who knows? She might circle the block a couple months, couple of years later, and hey, I'm in town. What you got going on? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, shoes. I mean, you want to go out and grab a drink? Well, shit, yeah. I'm still on the same shit I was on. Well, that's why I called you. I'm in the game, boy. You just got called off the bench. Fuck boy is in session. She needs that then and there. Boom. Your honesty won you something. So you don't have to manipulate the game. You just don't have to. Honestly, I think the more men go along manipulating, the more they possibly set themselves up for something that they're not prepared for. Women are not just sitting back and allowing the lies like they used to. They're not just going to go cry in the corner like they used to. They're reacting. And I've always felt that physically harming somebody, destroying somebody's property, it's wrong. But every action gets an equal and opposite reaction, right? So if you played in that woman's face, how many times do you think you're going to get away with that before somebody reacts and show you that they wasn't the one to play with? You know what I'm saying?
And honesty has always served me well. Always. Honesty has never let me down. And
yeah, it won't.
It has gotten me so far. And in situations like, I understand why niggas they think that they have to lie. But if they understood that you're not going to get a 10 out of 10 result, even if you lie. Mm-hmm. But if you're honest, from sheer appreciation of honesty, you might just
there's a chance.
You might just get a little further.
There's a chance.
One that appreciate that honesty, and then you give her a choice in the matter also, and she
absolutely
maybe she on the same thing you on, and you just so happen to run into that one. So just pick through that pile of clothes until you find the one.
The final one that you win,
yeah, until you find your size. You ain't gonna get them all, regardless. But if you get one with honesty, then you win. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't come with a backlash. You absolutely do. Huh?
And it comes with a clear conscience.
Yes. Both of y'all know exactly what's going on. And you're not worried about your windows being bust out.
Well, speaking of windows being bust out, somebody submitted a video of a woman who busted out a man's windows, and this is a short video. Was she justified? I want y'all's opinion on it. Apparently, the man says that he stopped paying the bills, and this woman turned up.
2024, and this is what happens when you stop paying bills for a girl. I just got off work. I come to my car, and this is what I find. Then she left a note on the back of my car. Look at this. Since you won't pay my bills, pay for your window. Period. So this is a little bit of the backstory. This is what happened, you feel me? She hit me up yesterday, right? And she was like, I need you to pay my phone bill. I need you to pay my rent. I need you to pay all this stuff. I told her I ain't paying your bills no more. Find somebody else to do it. And the reason why I cut her off and stopped telling her I'm gonna pay her bills is because every time I text her phone and I call her phone, she always treating me like I'm an option. She don't never respond to my calls. She don't never text me back in a reasonable amount of time. So I say, man, it's 2024. We ain't doing that this year. You ain't gonna be treating me like I'm no second option. Then when you need your bills paid, all of a sudden your phone working, you can hit me up. If you ain't got that energy to hit me up no other time, don't hit me up when your bills did. So I told her I wasn't gonna pay no more of her bills to do nothing for her. You feel me? She ended up trying to argue with me. I hung up in her face, you feel me? And this is what I find. But guess what? And you know who I'm talking to. You lucky I don't expose you. I don't even care. The money's still here, baby. It ain't nothing but a couple $100 that's gonna take to fix this window, and you know I'm racked up. I'm still gonna get right. This crazy.
His fault.
Boy, you speaking my language. Go ahead. What'd you say, Chef?
Why did he pay her bills in the first place? Well, I ain't paying it no more. And the rack's still here. See, here you go, showing off for dudes by paying some woman bills, and she done used you, and now you feel some type of way. She ain't gonna be treating me like an option. You've been a sucker the whole time. You still a sucker.
You are an option. That's why she treated you
right,
as
because
such.
you knew what this was. You was a sucker. This is why you sit out here flashing your money, because you want the next woman to pick your sucker tail up. You a sucker. Period. Point and blank. The minute you pay the first bill, just I'm gonna pay her bill because she called me and she asked me for some money. Well, you know, the racks is here. You a sucker. Shut up.
Damn, Chef. She got a big.
I hate that. First of all, it is. Look, we got a bunch of women already on TikTok talking about where if he ain't my bills cost $4,500 a month. You got to do all this, that, and the other. First of all, sis, your bills don't cost $4,500 a month because you subsidize. Don't play with me. I already know. But your business is your business, and we ain't gonna bust you out. So you got this generation of women who already think a bunch of men supposed to pay their bills. And the reason I feel so strongly about this because I'm raising boys. You got this generation of women who think that this is the thing, and you got a generation of suckers who making them think that this is what's supposed to happen for everybody, and it's just not realistic. And all it's doing is tearing apart the traditional dating process that even happens to the point where, and you know, the sociologist in me is gonna come out. We have schools closing across the country because our birth rates are so low. Things like this will further deteriorate relationships and dating as a whole to the point where we won't have no babies. And then now you have Handmaid's Tale. So he need to stop being a sucker to so other women don't think, oh, well, girl, I got him to pay my bills. You know, it's men out here to do that for their women. They do this and that. Girl, why you telling everybody? Because now you just set him up to be pinged by your homegirl. Mm-hmm. He already a sucker. Now you gonna have 4 more chicks after this sucker. Then he gonna be all butthurt and start a podcast.
Then he gonna be a pastor. Yeah, and he gonna be a passport, bro.
It's just all full circle BS. And I don't like it.
I will say, listen. When it comes to bill paying, man, listen, man. I've said it once. I've said it several times, not once. I've said it several times. Only bills I've ever paid have been for women that their last name was going to be Hill. Now, I'm very intentional about that. That means we got to a certain point where I'm like, hey, let me know what you need. And I knew going forward that that question was going to get popped. The answer was going to be yes. We were going to move forward, provide, protect, so on and so forth. Like Chef said, these dudes are flashing, trying to make it seem like they got it and they can do it and that it's nothing. You see the way he did? Well, that's nothing. That's just a couple of $100. That's why she did it. See,
yes.
If you're an intentional man and you make it clear that your time and money is precious, therefore the woman that you spend your time and money on is precious, she won't treat you like an option because she'll also understand that she's not an option. She's a priority. But it makes getting to your money and your time that much more difficult. So you're flashing and playing with it and throwing it. So when you stop, she gonna act a fool. So you are indeed a sucker. Like you set yourself up. Like this ain't the way it goes.
And why
put that money in a goddamn IRA? Yeah, put that money in an IRA somewhere. Put it in an account somewhere. Let him draw some compound interest. You think this is a flex? No, you just like Chef said, you just put a good beam on your head. There's other women finna hop in your inbox and they finna get the same thing. They're gonna keep running the play. They're gonna keep running the play.
Appreciate you. You pay my bills.
Yeah, boo. I would never. She got 3 or 4 of you lined up doing the same thing.
Billing origin story right there.
And all she do is take Instagram photos and she's building her social media account trying to get monetized while y'all dumbasses is paying her rent.
I hate it. I do because he's not like a bad looking guy or anything, but you think this money is a flex. Sir, all this lets me know is you have a chime card. That's it. This lets me know you probably don't have life insurance. You probably don't even have health insurance. When was the last time you went to the dentist? What's your cholesterol like? You know, and granted, I'm older, so these are the things I'm thinking about. But these guys, these younger guys, it's like, sir, you're going to get older, and the things that worked for you aren't going to work for you then. And then now you end up 50 years old trying to cake a 20-year-old because you ain't learned no social skills for women your age.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Dudes, so people always talk about the wall and delusion as it pertains to women, but for men, it's the same thing. When you don't get it, you can easily become the old dude that think you still got it 20 years later, and but your taste is the same. So 20 years ago, you could have pulled that hot young thing off the strength, meaning you look good, you walked in the room, you had the game, and she was yours. 20, 30 years later, you still feel like you that guy, but you don't realize your stomach is a little bigger. Your fashion is outdated. You look older. You sound older. You smell older.
You wearing straight leg jeans over boots.
Yeah. Whatever it is about you, it's obvious that you the old man in the club or on the scene with a bunch of money, and they playing in your face. So. Listen,
once a sucker, always a sucker. I ain't seen a sucker delivered yet.
For real.
Ain't seen a one.
Man, I knew it real for sure when she said first time she said sucker, her mouth turned to the side.
Yeah, her mouth was twisted. She had the little suck.
I just hate dudes that lead with money because it's. Sir, we got our own money, sir. We don't care about yours. Is it nice that you could pay a bill for us? That's great. That's nice. But what else you got? What else?
And let me tell you, let me tell you something. See, this is what men are mistaking for feminism. Men are mistaking the new fact that a lot of women have their own, so their priority isn't your finances, right? Yes, finances are always important, but it's not a priority in this day and age with a lot of our women. So what does that require? It requires that you come to the table with more. It just does. And a lot of dudes are getting challenged because they haven't got to that point in life or in point in society yet to where they realize I gotta have more.
Niggas are intimidated. They're intimidated by conversation. Something as small as holding an interesting conversation. That's like mind-boggling to them niggas.
They can't do that. Yeah.
Them niggas are rattled by the fact that they have to hold the conversation. And I've seen a lot of dudes say that women can't hold decent conversations either. So, but I ain't out there no more. It's been a while, so I don't understand how true that is. But I see niggas every day that can't even string together a couple of sentences that make sense. So I know their verbal conversation is severely lacking. But as far as this nigga. These are the desired results, whether he like it or not. That's what he chose, and you can tell the caliber of woman that he deals with. The caliber of woman that he deals with is impressed by the little cash that he has in his hands.
But are they though? I don't think they are. I just think they know he a sucker and they can get his money. They ain't actually impressed by it.
They're drawn in to take advantage of it. It's not impressive.
He's literally
it's just
that's what I mean. But at the same time, there is a level of not impression, but for someone to get mad and in a fit of rage bust out a window for someone cutting off something they feel they're entitled to, that person, I'm 100% confident, is impressed by a nigga that got a money fan.
I do you one better. She did that because she know he a sucker and ain't gonna do nothing about it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
She been playing in his face the whole time, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna play in his face one last time."
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said,
instead of calling the police, locking her tail up, he get on TikTok. You know,
he went on social media.
And get the racks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Damn, that dude that became the enemy, ain't Michelle?
She know that man was a sucker, and that's why she did it. And even wrote paperwork on there, got her handwriting, because she know he ain't gonna call no police on her. Guaranteed. He probably done cash apped her to say, "See, I still got it." Guaranteed. Watch. I bet you he has. Sucker dudes do sucker shit. He think he's flexing when the real flex would have been lock her up for vandalism. That would have been the real flex.
Right. Because look, like I said, when women understand that man's time and money is really a prize, they won't play like that because he don't play like that. So he play like that, she gonna play like that. Anyway, Angela, you got anything on this particular one? I know you don't even probably deal with like again, we all saying it's the dude's fault. I think we're kind of in lock on that one.
I can't relate. I never had no man pay nothing for me. I hope in my next life that I actually get a chance to experience what that's like.
Yeah, I've never had
I've never experienced a man. And I always be like, where are men who do this? Like, do they just hang out at the food stamp line? Because it's got to be only certain. I don't know. Like, I'm in Atlanta, so I'm probably skewed. Like, women here making money. So like, and the last thing we want to do is go on a date with somebody to get a free meal. Ain't nobody doing that. I don't have not one friend. They'd be like, nah, I need to throw that shit back and get the hell on home if I don't like that dude. I don't want to sit through no 5-course meal. So because my circle, I don't hang around people like that. I like women who are hard up for money or hard up for someone to pay their bills. Like and I know they exist. It's just I don't hang out with them. And then I think because I'm in Atlanta, we're in another skewed environment where a lot of women have their own businesses and this and that. So, you know, we're looking for interdependence. We're looking for someone to build with us. We're not looking for someone to just completely, I think that's difficult now to like think that a man's just gonna pay for every little thing and then you don't do nothing. I think that's getting harder and harder with the economy to even do that, to expect somebody to do that, honestly. But then again, maybe I'm just
they still live that fantasy.
Maybe I'm just in a bubble. I'm probably in a bubble.
Not at all.
I don't want to put that for me. I don't like putting that all on my mate that they got to pay for everything. Right. I feel like we can be a partnership unless they were just really wealthy. I mean, if they're, but again, most people are not making 6 figures. That's a very small percentage of the population is actually making that. So
and then making 6 figures enough to the point where they can subsidize a whole lifestyle, like a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, so I don't even think that's realistic. Unless you just happen to run in those very expensive circles of very wealthy people. But yeah, I don't, but I don't even know women who want someone to take the bill because then they feel they gotta like do stuff, because now it's taking care of all the bills. I don't know. I always felt, and maybe I just need to talk to the right person. I always feel weird, like having someone pay up, like and I just met you, or we're not married or relationship. I would feel weird, like having like, are you gonna pay this? Are you gonna pay that? I'd rather have a guy come try to fix something for me. I like that.
Yeah.
So I like, like, oh, my tire went out or this or that. And they're like, oh, well, I can come look at that. I think that's nice. But to me to open my mouth and be like, oh, are you going to pay my light bill and this and that? That just feels awkward to me. I wish it didn't feel awkward. Shit. I wish it didn't feel awkward, but it feels awkward to me to even ask somebody to.
You say, I wish I could do it.
I do wish I could. I think I just wish in my next life I'll be a taker. I'm a giver, so we get taken advantage of, and it's so hard.
Yeah, for my next life, I just want to be able to rest. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think guys in particular understand that even women that have our own businesses, like we get put in a bad bucket sometimes. But I don't think people even understand, like, even if we are operating in our masculine at times because we don't have a choice. When you run a business, you ain't got no choice but to operate in your masculine. But we don't want to stay there.
No.
At all. Like, that's why when someone said earlier about, I think the gentleman that was on here earlier about being ravaged and slapped and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know about the slapping 100%, but that's the reason why we like to be ravaged, because like we just get to release control, because I don't want to have to do everything all day. I don't want to spreadsheet my personal life.
Baby, free use.
Like we want, like, that's why I'm like, oh, you want to go to the mall and you pick out my outfit? Now that sounds like great to me. I ain't gotta make no decisions.
What? The power of not having to make decisions. Long as you don't got me at no buffet for dinner. That's the only time I'm gonna act up. I'll say, hey, you pick where we can go. As long as it ain't no buffet, we can go.
Yeah, like I don't want to have to make all the decisions. So I think that's a big thing that a lot of men keep thinking, just because we make decisions in our business life, that we want to make decisions when we come home. Nah, I'd rather lay on my back and fuck and give head. That's what I'd rather do when I come home. I don't want to like, I'm just being honest. Like I'm very honest about that. I'm like, oh, I get to just cook and do this. That sounds great. I don't want to have to problem solve when I get home all day. Like that's draining.
Yeah.
And exhausting.
We got it.
I hope so, Mom.
So for our next, we got it. We understand. At least we do. But we gonna get some understanding out there. Now, we only got 2 more little topics to cover, and these can be answered real short. I want to know, like, so is there like a statute of limitations on decisions that we make as young people? Should there be like how long should the decisions you made in the past stick? And we're not talking about body count this time. We're not talking about anything crazy. I'm gonna play this video, and this woman, she made a decision, and somebody's trying to hold her accountable years later. And she's a little eccentric, but I
can't believe I have to make this video, and I'm not going to tag the bitch because God knows that's the attention she's looking for. But there's a video going very viral right now of a woman who recognized one of my hand tattoos as being a gang affiliation tattoo. Okay, who cares? Nobody knew until you told them. So, anyways, my point of this is, I'm 26 years old. I am post-secondary educated now. I own my own home. I pay my own bills. I have 2 children. I run my own business. I provide for my whole family. I do 50-50 custody of my children, and I pay child support because I'm the breadwinner. What about my current life screams yes? She's definitely still about that life. I check the instructions on vitamins and pack lunches. I snack on goldfish for my free time and play solitaire. Okay? Move on!
So she has a gang affiliated tattoo, and right now she's going now, and you can see she has a lot of tattoos. she has a gang affiliated tattoo somewhere, and she's going viral. A lady is making her go viral, and so my thoughts are like, okay, if you get a tattoo when you're like 20, and you don't know what it is, and when you're 40, somebody's like, hey, that's what that is right there. We need, like, let's say somebody got a tattoo that has some racist connotations when they were younger. Fast forward, now they're grown, they're older, they're much older. Somebody's trying to hold them accountable for it. Do you think people should should people be held accountable for those kind of things that far ahead in life? Like, you're in your 20s, you get a damn tattoo. Now you're in your 40s, you're living your life. You've forgotten about the damn tattoo. And somebody's trying to put you on blast for it. Is that okay? Or should you live with that as the person that did it?
For her, I mean, she's 26, so she's actually not that old for her to have, transitioned so much. So I can understand why somebody would bring it up, because, at 26, it's still kind of fresh, maybe. So I can understand why they bring it up. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if you're really disengaged, why haven't you covered it? You have other tattoos, so you getting tattoos. Why haven't you gotten rid of it? I mean, like the symbol here on my neck used to be here and here. And when I got it when I was 20, because I wanted to do the Eve thing where she had the paws in her cleavage. But the older I got and I had kids, I was like, this is unbecoming of a mom.
This is unbecoming.
Yeah, because I can't not wear, sometimes I'm going to show cleavage just because I got so much. And here, I can't have a conversation because people staring right at my chest. I don't have that problem with my neck so much. People will glance at it and then they forget it's there. Hell, I forget it's there sometimes. But with my chest, I couldn't. So I went and paid like $800 and got them removed. And now you can't tell they were ever there. So it's one of those things where if you're wanting to transition past who you once were, you kind of have to do the work, I think, for people to forget.
Kind of have to do the work.
I've had legal issues in the past. I've since, had those legal issues transition from felonies to misdemeanors. I'm currently a concealed carry permit holder. I had to do the work. It's no different than like repairing your credit. You can repair your credit, but you also have to stop ruining it. Right. So I don't think there's a time limit per se, so much as it's, okay, what have you done to distance yourself from the person you once were so you don't give other people the power to bring it up?
There you go.
There you go. I just don't care that much about people.
Okay, Pastor.
No, I'm saying, well, I should say I don't care that much about their business.
Fair.
If a white boy got a swastika on his chest, what they gonna do with me?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna do me nothing. That's how my wife talked when she mad. So what's the point of bringing it up? Especially if you don't know the person. If you're a complete stranger and you see somebody on the internet in a video and they got a tattoo that you don't like, why would you bring it to the attention of somebody else? What's the point? What is it going to give you? What is it going to get you?
Very fair. Very fair.
So it's a damn tattoo. How is that harming you? So
I'm in line with that thinking too.
Like go about your business.
Unless I think that I would have a very hard time trying to put somebody on blast or something like that, unless I felt that they were supposed to be representing something that I had something to do with, and I personally had to deal with that image. Like, I got a business, or I'm in an organization, or I'm a part of something, and I don't like what you represent because you represent what I represent. That's the only way. It has to affect me almost directly or very indirectly for me to even care.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what her situation is. I don't know, but I also agree with Chef. If you want to be removed from the shit that you used to be or what you used to do, you have to do the work. That credit analogy was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You got to fix your credit, and then you got to continue to not ruin it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Absolutely. And we got one more, man. Did y'all see the did y'all by any chance see the video, or have y'all heard of the comments from Mos Def with regard to whether or not Drake is hip
Absolutely
hop?
love it.
All right, so I'm gonna play. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I knew your ass, man. That's I'm gonna play a little bit of it, and then we'll give our
is Drake hip hop? I know.
Drake is
we're here
pop.
for truth. We're here for
Drake
truth.
Drake is pop to me.
Right, that's fair. In the sense that it's charting like pop music, popular music.
In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song. So it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music,
shopping with an edge in certain instances. Or...
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course. I mean,
it's commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it... I'm going to leave you alone. We're going to move.
He's so pretty.
Because he's serious.
So many products. So
many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. This is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses? This is the thing that we're talking about. It's like nobody wants to talk about. It's like, what happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling. Where's the message that I can use?
Right.
What's in it for your audience apart from being like banging the pom-poms?
Man, look, I ain't gonna even... When he compared it to shopping at Target, bro, at first I was like, all right, maybe I don't wanna do him like that. But when he compared it to shopping at Target, and I went back and really thought about hip hop from the time that I came into it, and you would not have heard that stuff in a Target, because hip hop always had this underground, rejected by popular culture feel to it. Now it's popular and it was always going to get popular, but it wasn't something you could completely commercialize the way they do. And I think Drake's music is so far in the lane of commercial, which is why it's associated more so with pop. And I said that before he said it, that there are certain quote unquote hip hop artists that I've always felt like were pop, and he's one of them. So I can't disagree with it, because it doesn't feel the way hip hop rap felt. Is that an evolution thing, or is that just what it is? I don't know. Is it more pop? And what's wrong with it being pop if that's what it is? I don't have an issue with it being pop.
I think Mos Def is completely wrong.
Okay.
This is the tellings of someone who hasn't listened to the catalog. Yes, a lot of Drake's music is commercial and could go well with a, romp around Target. That is not the culmination of his entire catalog. Drake has done what many hip hop artists probably should have done prior. Dibble and dabble across the spectrum. His name is represented in pop. His name is represented in hip hop, rap. His name is also represented in R&B. It is also represented in Afro beats, island music. He's all over the place on purpose. This is why he's about to break Michael Jackson's record. So
we finna pause something real quick.
We don't want him to, but he's on the way.
No. Hold on. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm being clear. We had to physically go buy Michael Jackson's albums. I need people to stop comparing modern stream and clickbait artists to the physical. No, I'm just saying. No, I'm not you. When we talk about breaking records, it is different to physically go to the store, stand in the line, purchase the physical copy and everything that required than what it requires now to get access to music. I think there needs to be an asterisk placed. Fair. An asterisk needs to be placed on all of them, not just Drake. This isn't a referendum on Drake. This is the current crop of musicians. They're not the same. Let's put an asterisk by it. So
Mike was
break Michael Jackson's record
before the internet.
Before, like you had to physically go do it,
right,
to get him. But go ahead, Chef.
Yeah. I think Mos Def is coming across as the old man who don't know nothing, because he's just kind of focused on the popular music of Drake's. You're not gonna hear back to back in Target. You're not gonna hear what's next in Target. But you're probably going to hear Flights Booked. That's the EDM song. That whole album.
I haven't heard, and I can say I haven't heard his whole catalog. I've never been into him enough to even want to go find out. To be honest, so I don't know the range. I don't know the range. I just know everything I heard lines up with Mos Def, and maybe that's why I agree with him, because I've never listened to a whole Drake album in my life.
0 to 100. You're not gonna hear that in the mall. He has a range of songs that can be. He has a range of songs that are like a lot of. He has a whole almost half an album that's almost all R&B.
You know what? There what was the song? 3 a.m. in Toronto. Which one was that? 6 a.m. Which 5 a.m. I don't know. It was an AM. It was an AM. That's the only one I listened to, and somebody put me on to it. And I think the only reason I got on to that is because I heard my actual type of artist sampling the beat, and they were like, "Oh, Dre did that. He did the 3 a.m. and da da da." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" Because I heard the such and such AM in Brooklyn, the such and such AM in this, and then I heard, and then Drake did that in Toronto. It was his. I'm like, okay, let me check it out. And I heard it. I was like, oh shit, look at him. Okay, but that wasn't enough to make me go check out the whole catalog.
The thing that not really bothers me, but it bothers me. Number one, that this man has an opinion, and whenever your opinion goes against what's popular, you're automatically paired the hater. Drake doesn't make the type of music that he's into. He's from a different era of rap or hip hop or whatever you want to call it, where lyrical skills was an absolute must to be recognized. Now, as long as you're popular, as long as you have enough streams, as long as enough people will come together and champion your sound, whether it is creative, whether it is lyrical, it doesn't have to be those things. You don't have to show any type of effort in your music anymore for it to become popular.
But Drake isn't one of those artists.
I can say that. I can say
those artists at all.
Yeah, he's not a now he did get hit. Listen, the ghostwriting thing, when that came out, a lot of people was like, okay, but when you listen to the words, you listen to the words put together with the sounds, it's a good package. I don't know what's missing from his thing that some people don't identify. It's like, okay, if I go watch the Beats Rhyme Life documentary, the Beats Rhyme Life Tribe Called Quest documentary, or go watch the documentary on the guys out of Atlanta. Damn, I always get a mix the name. What's the one the whole Atlanta, everybody that came out of Atlanta? What's the documentary called? Dungeon Family documentary. You can go watch Beats Rhymes Life, a Tribe Called Quest documentary. You can go watch Dungeon Family documentary. You can go watch a West Coast documentary. The feeling that you got, I think, is tied to an era that came from late 70s to 90s, right? We haven't got the post 2010 documentary. So I don't know what that's going to feel like. I'm from my era, and so I know I identify with everything that I just spoke on, Dungeon Family, Tribe, and everything that was going on during that time. The 2010s is where it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the era. Maybe it's because I don't feel the community that they're in. Maybe because I'm not into Aubrey from Degrassi rapping. It just does not do it for me. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. So, but I can't deny the skill. Like, you can't deny that he actually is composing sounds and putting words to it that are not trash. Like, because I've heard trash. Silk the Shocker was trash. There's no way you're gonna justify Silk the Shocker and then you're gonna tell me Drake shouldn't be in hip hop. Silk the Shocker was hot trash.
Terrible.
Crunchy Black was hot trash. There's rappers. I don't give a goddamn. Then Drake is playing his part. Because it was some dudes that were hot trash on a mic. Like, who let you? We know Silk the Shocker was straight nepotism. His brother was Master P. That's the only reason he had any business on a mic. You gonna tell me Drake can't rap and that nigga could? Stop. Quit playing with me. So I kind of feel Chef a little bit too. Like, Drake ain't one of them that's just
man.
He ain't trash. He ain't.
I lumped that nigga in with the rest of them that came with that wave in the early 2000s. I will say
come with that wave in the early 2000s.
No, I said he sounded like he did, but I'm saying now. But when he first came out, I will give him this. He was a contender when he first came out.
You do realize Drake is almost our age, right?
I don't care.
I'm just saying that
he made music like he was born in 2000 now.
Because he's appealing to the audience.
That's what I'm saying. So the music now that plays to the audience is trash, and he's making trash sounds to me. To me, it's like when the nigga started off in comedy, and that nigga stupid funny because he hungry. Like, literally, this nigga ain't ate, so he gotta be funny so that he can eat. But once he get popular, nigga jokes start to suck, i.e. Kevin Hart. So that's what Drake is like to me. That nigga's a rapping Kevin Hart.
But the reason I combat this so much is because I know people are basing this off of the pieces of his catalog that are popular and on the radio or that people are talking about, when a lot of that is just what it is. It's commercial music for the radio. It's no different from Nas dropping the Nostradamus album. The Nostradamus album was specifically to serve the record company. That album was not, one of his best. It wasn't a terrible album, but it definitely differentiated from his other bodies of work. In the Drake case, if anything, he has paved the way for a lot of these rappers to clean up their act going forward. Lil Yachty being one that, started in that same kind of path of, I'm just going to make music to make music. And now you listen to his latest project and it's like, oh, wait, boy, you done snapped. You done grew up. And I think that is what has happened. But because Drake put a lot of people off in the beginning or with some of his more commercial success, people are like, well, Drake's trash. And it's like, nah, he's not. He's not. I can't even. His typical bodies of work have been pretty good. His latest project, but I think every artist goes through that where they have some projects that just don't meet the mark. J. Cole went through that with For Your Eyes Only. It was a good album, but people wasn't feeling it. So we have to also look at that too. Is the body of work necessary for the populace or for the person? And I think a lot of times, especially in modern day, we're so in tune to the entertainment and them 2-3 minute tracks that people are doing, which Drake does not do a ton of. He doesn't do a ton of short tracks. He has a few here and there, but not a lot. People will automatically go to, well, this song sucks. Instead of thinking about it from the artist's perspective of the artist is sharing their artistry with us. Not that they're meant to entertain us. I think that's the difference a lot of people miss. Artistry was supposed to be about having their artistry
being
shared.
artistic. Yeah, being artistic. And if you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. Andre 3000 just proved that shit. Granted, people might also look at it as we were so thirsty for something that we would have took anything. On the flip side, he was sharing what he was doing and he didn't have to. Right. And some people rocked with it, some people didn't. My thing with Drake was, I've never been stylistically and everything else, I've never really cared, but I would be 100% lying if I said it wasn't something that I heard every now and then. Like, all right, I can rock to that. Let me throw that one in the playlist. All right, I can rock with that one. Let me throw that one into the playlist. Mm-hmm. He is probably it's no different than him. And what's the dude that went to jail for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot?
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez. They are almost in the same. They both Canadian dudes that don't just rap. They do a little rap. They do a little R&B. They mess with a little bit of everything. And so,
Tory is actually that. He's
talented.
Sing in his bars, man.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. There's some Tory bars out there that I was like, ooh, like he gave some dudes. He's giving some dudes some work. So again, I kind of agree with Mos Def to a degree, because I understand where he's coming from as far as the way he feels because of the era that he comes from. It's just like, man. But I watched Joe Budden have that same take on so many rappers until he sat down and just was like, you know what? Damn, I'm an old dude and I got my old ways. His thinking evolved around the Drakes, the Nicki Minaj's, and all the other new artists to where he's now come around and say, hey, they're the next iteration of something. It's different from what we did. Right. They're having success at it. It might not be my thing from my era, but it's another chapter in it. And do we have to like it? No. I can still go listen. Pusha T dropping Coke bars for me. I'm a Coke dealer when it comes to listen. Push go drop something. I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? Them boys out of Buffalo with Griselda that was dropping that old school boom bap 90s style rap. I'm getting it. You know what I'm saying? So my type of rap is still being produced by my type of rappers. And matter of fact, I'm working on some. Hey, chef, I'm cooking up something now. I got a beat. Listen, Frank, tell about this beat. Boy, I got a beat. Listen, chef.
Did you see the beat I posted today from Riley Ritchie?
Yo, Riley Ritchie, my ass. I'm gonna send you a beat right now. You gonna hear this beat? You gonna say, damn, that boy cold. I want some of it. I want some of it. I give you 16. I give you 16. I give you 16 bars on it. Frank said he ain't gonna do it, man. Frank said he ain't gonna do it, man. His old lady, but he ain't gonna get down on it. Frank done already let me down. He said he ain't with it.
Shame.
Yeah, boy.
Or shame.
But
Drake,
yeah.
But you know what I mean? I guess trash is not like an accurate word to describe them.
Yeah, because trash to me is like you don't even belong with a mic in your hand because you are basically talentless.
Blueface.
That's when I say trash.
It's trash.
I go with dumpster juice.
That's still bad. That's still
That's trash.
God damn, boy, you just horrible. You just want to disrespect. You want to disrespect Drizzy.
Let me see a Drizzy. That's what I can't. I can't buy it. You know what? I would even, and he said that he wanted to be a pop star. So cool. I can rock with that. You want to be a pop star? I support that 100%. But if you want to call yourself a hip hop or rapper,
at this point, he's just an artist. I wouldn't classify him as anything. He's just an artist.
I just can't.
You know what? We're gonna let Sam be the old man, and we're gonna close the thing on out because we had 3 hours and 15 minutes. However, Chef, I just dropped you a beat. I just sent it to your Facebook inbox. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life. You're gonna be like, God damn it, boy. I'm telling you. Hey, Frank heard it already. He heard it already. He already know it. He knows what's cooking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I went off on that beat, man. I don't want to.
All right, we'll see. I'm gonna see.
Yeah. So listen, check it out. Soon as you get off this damn stream, y'all get on out of here for the night. Now, y'all get on.
All right. See y'all later.
All right.
All right.